What's going on, everybody? I've been trying to wait on Gary, but he's who knows what. Let's get this underway. What's good? Pop up this Gary window. Thank you guys for joining us. Well, I don't want the Gary window on top of me-self. Let me go ahead and slide that down. Big game today, guys. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. Gary's trying to downplay it. It doesn't matter. It just matters that we win some game.
Total touchdowns that afternoon.
I want to win this game. Here we go. We got a new quarterback under center than what we thought we were going to get, which it's not Kim. Handoff. A little stretch to the left, and they're going to grab 3-4 yards.
As Jamari Butler, number 10, comes in to make the stop. Let's take a look at the three to watch, and of course, he's one of them.
Yeah,
what's going on, everybody?
Listen, it doesn't matter how much they are.
It's topping off me coffee.
The ground game is what defines them, and of course, Terrell Henry will be there at the slot.
Pull this chat up here for myself.
Yesterday in practice, got other help on that perimeter. Let's see if they can convert that. If they
Second and 8. Wow, they only gave him 2. Felt like a long 2. Handoff up the gut, and they're going to grab 3 more, maybe 4.
Well, not quite the 20, to about the 17-yard line. Luke Reimer, senior from Ashland, Kansas, with the tackle, a gain of 5.
Watch this little inside read here in the jump cut that you just mentioned. They're great blocking up front. When you get those guys are able to move sideways.
What's going on, Snaky?
It does put you in a great position. Gino Van DeMarco.
What's going on, Gavin Robinson, Chad Hartshorn, Rob's Productions, Drew Christo, Camry Craftner. Shotgun throw, short, wide, open. Good tackle from Sanford, but damn.
And the Spartans are 1 for 1 in the year.
Damn. Stanky said defense will carry. I know it. Well, they're getting off to a, weak, I would say a weak start right now. We'll see. Blaine, what's going on, man? Living in Omaha in the house. Rushy.
You'll see some of Jalen Franklin as well. Malik Carr is out, one of the injured.
Play action off of the shotgun. Right over the middle. That's good. That might be a touchdown. Oh, my gosh. Great save by Hartzog, but people, their Hausers caught us slipping. I don't know if it's the change in quarterback. Weren't expecting what they're going to do, but I don't think that should necessarily be it. That's just a wide open assignment. Blown.
Safety to come down, opening up the middle of the field.
Give him 10 more yards.
And they got to be in score. Yep, they're in real good position here on the 19-yard line. Handoff up the gut, 1-yard gain for Michigan State.
He is a guy that's the focus, really, of Tony White's defense.
Seriously, Snaky, what the hell is this defense doing, man?
Up front. This defense, the black shirts,
ridiculous.
have returned. They've been very physical.
We always start bad, right? We always have a bad start.
Arrive to the ball in a really bad humor.
Matters how you finish, so let's see what happens here.
One of the great young assistant coaches in America.
18-yard line. Slant route. Threw it behind him. First mistake here I've seen really from Michigan State. That's helpful. 3rd and 9. Maybe we hold them to a field goal. I'd be very happy with that. Give them the circumstance.
This Nebraska team trying to get the job done on defense. There they are.
Snaky said, imagine holding them at the 1 again. That'd be nice, but I don't even really want them to get to the 1. I don't even want them to get in range to score a touchdown. They're a run-first team. That's their bread and butter.
They demonstrate that, plus they're turning teams over.
Nash Hutmacher, outstanding zero technique. Harold Joyner's coming to the game for the first time, number 28. You'll see a lot of him. He's the transfer from Auburn out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Shotgun. Gonna throw out to the right. Almost jumped by Tommy Hill, baby.
Tommy Hill, he almost
job, Tommy. Man, Tommy's been stepping it up these last few weeks. So proud of this kid. So happy for him.
He's got great anticipation, great arm length and strength out of edge.
What's up, Landon?
95 pounds. He actually plays bigger than that, Tim. He anticipates like a guy who's been in the game for a long, long time.
Well, let's see if they pass a lot, Landon. That, I think that could work in our favor at some point. Here comes the field goal. A block would be hella juicy. I don't think we're going to get that lucky. Oh, inside. It was fading left. Any further, that might have missed. 3-0 lead, and it feels like, it doesn't feel like it is. It obviously is. They went right down the field and scored on us, right? But that could have been a lot worse. That could have been a touchdown. And, 3 points to start the game. Not a big deal. Not a great deal. But I'm not worried about it. I'm really happy they were able to stop him for 3. What do you guys think? And here comes Gary. Late to the show because he has no morals. Absolutely moralless. Oh, man. You watched that first drive?
No, I literally just came down here when they were kicking the field goal, but it's over, man.
It's over. It's Jover.
Oh.
Hey, ESPN, thanks for having such a detailed gamecast for us. We love it. So they got ESPN, it's like switched, maybe because of this field goal, but win probability is now in favor of the Spartans. That's pretty wild to me.
Truck. GMC's.
All right. Brian says beer time. Living in Omaha says I'm okay with 3. Also says I blame Gary for that first drive. That's very fair. I think that's very fair.
Yeah. I take full responsibility.
Gavin said we got this. Nebraska football team score on the Michigan State. We don't got to score right away, but it would be nice. It sure would be nice to just have a nice, strong run game, just bulldoze through them and just, I would love to be able to run it down their throat. How do you think their rush defense stacks up against us?
Well, I feel like they're decent at a lot of things, like most things, but not really good at anything. But with that being said, I think they'll capitalize when we give opportunities. You know what I mean? Like,
they'll capitalize?
I think they'll if we give them, if we make a lot of mistakes or self-inflicted wounds or whatever, I think they'll make us pay for it. I don't think they'll create a lot, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think they'll.
Well, we are the type of team to give up.
That's what I mean. I think turnovers will hurt more. Not converting on 3rd and shorts. Different things like that. I think the more opportunities you give this team, the more you're going to pay for it than you did against Northwestern Illinois. To do things like that.
Kickoff into the end zone. 54 watching. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just joining, help us out. Hit that like button. We need to try to hit 25 likes as soon as we can. I don't know if we're there, but need y'all's help. Let's make this a big stream.
Actually, I think a self-admitted running back playing quarterback, and they're doing everything that they can, especially Marcus Satterfield, to instill in
it's so bittersweet seeing
a big-time college quarterback.
Seeing Coleman out there at wide receiver.
Quarterbacks in the nation.
Hand off to Fleeks. Gone left. A nice 7-yard gain. Are you? I'll refresh and see if I can get any faster.
Yeah, it seems like you probably would have had more opportunities just to turn.
I guess
that ball
pause it
up
on the snap, and I'll tell you when they snap it.
I understand why he did it instinctively. You see color flash and try to get to the edge.
I got to grab the remote.
Positive yard is going to be north.
Throws out short to Bullock. Stop behind the line.
That pass was caught by Bullock.
Golly.
He was met in a hurry. Holy coming up.
Ooh, we got 26 likes already, Gavin. Let's go. Thank you, guys. Let's freaking go.
Got a boy from Germany.
Germany's in the house?
Germany.
What up?
Somebody earlier
Vacophobia.
said they were from Scottsbluff, Gary. That's where I'll be next Saturday.
If we allow you.
If I'm allowed.
Which we probably won't.
Probably won't. But
So you can go ahead and cancel that trip.
do everything right. So that I
Harburg and shotgun.
Damn. Way over.
3rd and 7. Yep.
I'm gonna get the
Throws it
remote.
right up over Lloyd's head. Or Doss, sorry. All right, guys, we're on to that 50 like goal. Thank you for helping us get to 25 so fast.
But again, that just shows you when you talk about this quarterback, Heinrich is a runner first, right? Where he is
So what's
in
that
his
going to be?
evolution,
Yep,
maybe he's
punting
really
already.
just maybe a level 5 Tim Tebow-like kind of guy right now. He's a runner, he's a bruiser, got very good effectiveness and instincts, but learns to catch on the hang on to the football a little bit more and more accuracy in the throw game.
That's Buscini with the punt. That deep.
Decent punt.
A fair catch made.
Down to about the 26, 27. I guess they're going to say 28.
Great on third downs and have proven that. Both
Mark Hubb said Grant siding early.
So right now,
I'm happy for Emmett. I like Emmett. I believe in Emmett in the future, but I still want Grant out there toting the rock sometimes, dude. I don't like this 1-2 carries a game situation that you're all about.
I'm with you.
What do you think?
I think for once in the however many years we've had this channel, you just made a good point.
Yeah, living in Omaha, we're literally 1 subscriber away from 3K, so hopefully we get that today. That'd be nice.
Is it really?
Yeah. 2,999. We'll get it soon. Aeon said, doesn't matter who the running back is, our offensive coordinator throws the ball too much. Yeah, he's definitely it feels like that's what he'd like us to be, but we are not built for that. That's what's up, Snakey. That'd be dope. Rushy says, let's see if our team wakes the F up.
That'd be hot. How did the defense look on that first drive? How'd they get so far down? Were they just steadily moving there? Was there like a big play somewhere?
Big play action over the middle. They gouged us with the run a couple times, threw it right over the middle, and nobody was guarding. I think it was the tight end. Rob's Production says, I got 3,000 sub. Let's go. Thank you, Rob's.
Nice.
And we're at 35 likes. Let's go. 3K. Feels
Gavin
good,
said 36
man.
likes.
Let's go. Thank you, guys. Trying to hit 50 likes as soon as we can.
What do you think about the play calling? Satterfield's play calling.
I have a weird take on it. I feel like maybe he does throw a little bit more than we should, but I think it helps give us a decent balance.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You really?
I think, yeah. And
okay.
I don't disagree with the people saying run the ball more, because I feel like that's the staple of your offense, and you have to get that established. But with what you're saying, to like balance it out more, to keep so they can't just stack the box. But also, like, as Nebraska is kind of developing through the season and looking better and winning games they should and things like that, the run heavy and then focus on stopping the run will get you so far. And maybe it's too soon, but at some point you do have to start adding wrinkles and expanding the playbook and the play sheet and things like that to keep taking steps or levels, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But to everybody's point, saying run the ball more, you don't have a quarterback that's gonna start making 3 reads, 4 reads, hitting guys in stride and nice, tight, accurate passes. So I mean, I get it both ways, but
I get it both ways too. I do.
Pause.
Yum 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 yum. Shotgun again for Michigan State. They're not playing that Kim quarterback that we thought we were gonna get, by the way. Nice stop at the line of scrimmage by your guy.
Oh, here. I'm going to pause it on the next.
Okay. Yeah. I'll say snap.
You'll tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Middle linebacker position. He's going to be active all afternoon, Tim. And again, he goes wire to wire.
Yeah, Rushy, pretty exciting, man. 3K feel good.
All right,
snap. Now.
You better have him covering the tight end next time they get to that hole shot.
Snap.
But they're very athletic. And
QB run up the gut. That got more yards than I would have liked it to be honest.
About a 6-yard gain.
You know anything about this Hauser kid?
Their quarterback they have in? No, not really.
Yeah, I didn't research him.
I didn't go too deep into their games and stuff. I mean, I watched at least highlights from all of them. I watched some of them. Nice.
4th down, baby. Get him off the field.
And it falls incomplete. You know, talking to Barnett, Spencer, after he got through playing, and he played.
Here we go.
Think about this, for Bill Parcells in '94, for Tony Dungy in '95, and he never thought he'd coach. And both of them said, hey, you ever thought about coaching?
Rizip said there's literally only 4 teams in the country that run at a higher rate than we do, and they are service academies. So, yeah, I mean, we are running the hell out of the ball. It's just, you know, we don't have a dynamic passing game, and yet we still pass it more than you'd think we would. Oh, my gosh.
Hit it.
And in order to make the money to do it, he had to get into coaching.
Kemp.
God, that looks good, dude.
That chorizo and egg.
God, that looks
taco.
good.
You hungry over here?
I wasn't. Till I seen to did that.
Some people just know that's not going to fit. Those are the people who know to choose all.
Whew. We did good, man. So that first drive, man, they just hit us, and then we stopped them at like the 19.
Yeah.
So somebody was saying, man, we need to get another stop at the 1 yard line. It's like, man, I don't even want to risk letting them get to the 1 yard line because they're such a good running team. So hopefully that was our adversity, the first drive. You know, I'm fuzzy on memory. Was Frost more of a fast starter, and then sometimes he was, right? They would start fast and then fall flat, give games up. I'm okay with the opposite because Rule's always talking about it doesn't matter how you start, it matters how you finish. I'm okay with it.
With the slow start?
Yeah. Well, all of these slow starts, all of these, oh, whoops, the game's starting off looking rough. Up, we turned it over. Up, they're on the goal line. Up, oh my God, we stopped them. It's not great.
Yeah,
it's not the best feeling.
At some point, you got to get over that. But also, if you're getting too high on yourself and you thought, oh, we'll beat these guys, it's kind of a cold shower, you know what I mean, to see them start off like, oh shit,
yeah,
we gotta get it together, focus, dial in.
We're done with this Deal Dash commercial, right?
You're a big Dickie Jefferson fan, aren't you?
I'll take that game now. I'll take this Chime commercial ending now.
Has your son's game started yet? No, noon you said, right?
Yeah, not till noon. Seems like who are we playing?
Mm-hmm.
Romp Sixers.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's why he's there. That must have really been a fun
So
game.
we're not going to get Husker Talk with Romp in the chat today?
Probably not. Unless
bottom guy
he's
intimidating top guy talk.
Unless he's bored enough at the game. Unless he's bored enough at the game to hop in here on his phone and listen to us. He's got some good tickets, man.
Yeah. Unless he just, that's what I was wondering, if he was sitting like a couple rows back or if he was just walked down there while they were going to shoot around. He looked, that one where he took that picture of Nurk, looked like he was on the court on the other side.
I know.
It's like, Jesus, man, he's catching rebounds for him?
Seriously.
So that shouldn't be a surprise. He's used to delivering and
Shoddy,
hearing a lot of messages
Fleeks. Is that Fleeks or is that Smith?
Out of the shotgun,
That's
Smith. Or Johnson. I mean.
That's Johnson, and we went out to Fedoni for what, 5?
Yeah,
hopefully 5-yard game.
It wasn't a bad little play. That's the kind of passing I'd rather see.
Very highly rated.
Like, just ease him in, you know, with little flats or screens. Or some screens aren't good, don't get me wrong. But
yeah, I like his physical profile.
he threw that one ball like 5 feet over Dawes' head.
Radius gets really wide and long, so you don't have to be as accurate, and that's what this quarterback needs right now. He's a runner first. If you can get guys out there that can snatch that ball, that's going to help his game.
Dotting the eye, Emmett Johnson.
Right up the gut. Good run, Emmett.
Woo, Emmett. This kid's confidence is growing.
Yard line before Jaden Mangum made the tackle, and here are the guys to watch. The 3 to watch, Spencer.
It's all about the playmakers. You know, Anthony Grant, we've seen him carry just a little bit, and Emmett Johnson there with the big run, just showing you the physicality. And Bryce Benhart is the type of player that defines
listed as a key player. Did we ever think we'd see the day?
Even though he's on the offensive
Good
side
for
of the
him.
ball. But when you look at this team, they play complementary styles of football. You look at what they're doing on the offense, and the defense will match it. I remember those old days with Tom Osborne.
Hand off to Grant, baby! Oh, hold it. Don't let Rule take you out, bruh.
Yeah, don't give him any reasons.
Rule's licking his lips like, how can I get him out of the game?
Malik Spencer runs him down. So we got a gain of 11 and now 16 for Nebraska.
A little ISO read inside, showing you some of the patience.
I wonder what the numbers are, like how many more yards or how much more efficient the run game is when they run with a fullback.
It's high and tight, man. You start to carry like the old days. Tiki Barber, high and tight.
I feel like it's
ball security
a lot, but I don't know what, you know what I mean? Like
I know what it is. I'm just not going to tell you.
Well, you don't just go around giving away info like that.
Harburg got a fullback again. Play action. Throw it deep. Throw it
Oh,
deep.
Booty. Just get rid of it.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Smart move.
Timmy, the key to do that as we look at the 3 to watch on defense coming up here, but the thing that you want to do is be efficient on.
It's so weird to be playing Michigan State and have the mindset that we're supposed to win. It just doesn't feel right, man. I just keep waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Chance Rucker, I really like Chance Rucker at that corner position, man. He's been outstanding. And Derek Harmon for 41. Those 3 right there is part of that young trifecta of players that have come along, and the byproduct of solid recruiting.
Veteran players like Simeon Barrow, it's an outstanding talent. Now trying to
end around. Oh!
And the wide receiver tries to cut it back up.
Damn.
Manages to get into Michigan State territory.
If Lloyd could have broke that one, well defended by Michigan State.
Nice 6-yard gain.
Yeah, it's nice to spread them out and let them know that they're going to have to guard every inch of the field, but
yeah, no, don't let them just stack the box.
Yeah, we got to get this first down, bruv.
That doubt or indecision that makes it tough to call the right plays if you're on the defensive side.
I might fuck you up if we don't get this first down, to be honest.
That's what I'm worried about. That's all.
So, yeah, be wary.
Think Harvard runs.
Emmett up the gut for 2, 1.
See, that's what I meant, Tim. Most teams would probably.
Would you go for it?
You're kind of in no man's land.
No, I'll put you in no man's land.
I'd punt it. I'd punt it here.
Matt Rule says this is the best way we're.
I'd punt it too, and not because you said so.
Only
because I said so.
This is how he needed to win best. And he marched the troops accordingly.
Well, Scotty
They're going for it, dude.
Told us, you know, 3rd and 4.
Please don't do that stupid ass Bills thing where you just screen punt until the play clock runs out trying to get them offside.
In their offense, here we go.
Got it.
Get him, Harburg. Let's go.
Penetrating the 42. Aaron Brule with the stop, the young man from Mississippi State that transferred out of New Orleans, Louisiana.
It's all about knowing what you do and who you are. Tim, a direct snap to him. The quarterback becomes a running back. You got to account for that man. But because there is no lead blocker per se, Matt Rule knows that we're going to get that first down in most cases because my quarterback is basically a fullback, right?
Fullback again.
Michigan State does 70%.
Anthony Grant again.
That's a good analytics call on the part of Marcus Satterfield, the offensive coordinator for the Huskers.
Come on, baby, don't go down.
What was that? Didn't he look like he was looking around on the ground as soon as he took the snap?
This looks like a little bit of the homage to the spin option, right, with Turner Gill back in his days. But when you ride that thing and come out of there and you spin around, you've got to get off of that hug. Watch him when he spins around here. All right, I get what he's trying to do, but his footwork is not great. He can't slide and get out of that. And as a result, the pressure is right there in his face.
How does that dude just go right through both of those?
Right there with pressure in his face. That's Maverick Hansen, the right defensive tackle, number 97, that chased him down.
Yeah, that's the first sack of the year for Maverick. Redshirt senior from Farmington Hills, Michigan.
Tony in motion.
2nd and 15.
We got to communicate on this.
3 high, 3-by-1.
Harburg under pressure.
No.
I mean, all this underneath action, bro. Like,
he's got a
outstanding work by Dylan Tatum, the sophomore cornerback.
Jesus Christ.
3rd and long.
You know, Harburg, watch this look here as he was getting all kinds of pressure inside.
Well, Dylan Tatum,
I don't know what Prohaska's doing there. He lets the dude inside and then thinks he's going to just tap him with his forearms. That's going to help. But what's Harburg doing? Like, throw the ball at his feet or something.
That doesn't come, the negative yardage, until
a guy who's dead to rights, way behind where you need to go.
Defensive end Zion Young really surprised Harburg. And a loss of 4. So 3rd and 19 behind the chains.
Drops back, throws it deep. Deep!
Oh,
no!
God.
What the? I mean, what a punt, though, to be honest. But who the fook was he throwing it to, Gary?
Was the intended receiver. He was open, Spencer.
That's a wrong route, or Harburg imagining a different route?
Gotta see it, man. Those errors gotta be better than that. When you say it's better than
that,
I don't know. I take those points, baby.
I honestly think
that was a wide open. Should have been a touchdown. Should have been.
I think Bullock looked so open because the pass was so bad. They just left him to go get. You know what I mean? He hung it up there so far out, in the middle of the field when he was on the opposite side.
Sheila, and the leaves are piling up.
Bit of an eye.
That's rough. Golly, man. Still 3-0, not the biggest deal, but
Couldn't go 1 quarter without a turnover.
And absolutely could not get anything going on offense. Like,
oh, the run game wasn't doing too bad. Grant and Emmett both had decent runs.
Then we're just going to have to keep plugging away with the run. And
the Doss run got 6.
Hope that at some point we break him down and get him tired, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's too much passing.
Okay, there you go.
You know what I mean? Like, we're talking, like, I get you got to use the pass game to balance it, but that drive right there is a perfect example. It was, I don't know exactly, but I would guess it was close to 50-50 run and pass. Most of your runs worked. You picked up a 4th down or a 1st down on 4th with the quarterback run. You had Johnson with nice runs, Grant with nice runs. That Lloyd run went for 6. I don't think any of the passes did shit except for that first one to Fedoni.
Not the start I would hope for, man. Like, I would really kill for a hot start, but guess we're not going to get it. Anything exciting in the chat? Aeon said, Gary, woosah, mellow out, man.
Am I getting a little crazy?
Eric said, is it possible to purchase some VC to upgrade our QBs? Yeah, can we get them some badges that they don't have? That would be lovely.
Falling down. Angelo Gross, number 15.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's just a horrible pass. You need to throw that to the back corner of the end zone.
It feels like he really thought he was gonna stay going in, and then he cut out left. I'm telling you, it was a miscommunication by one of them.
Yeah.
The placement of that ball, I'll teach you about football real quick. The placement of that ball was so far off, there's no way one of them didn't have a miscommunication on where the wide receiver was going to or supposed to be.
But when your receiver beats his
I said
guy
I'll
that
teach
bad,
you about football. Don't try to teach me about
you
football.
don't lead him back to the middle of the field where the safety helps at.
That's true. Another quarterback in the game? Sam Leavitt? Levitt?
On the line, he's coming up. All right, we go. Get some pressure up there.
Hand off up the gut. You better stop him. Thank you.
You know they're running.
I don't know. They gashed us with the pass, too.
From the 2-yard line? They let the quarterback drop back in his own end zone and pass?
Don't get mouthy with me.
When you see it, it just kind of sifts and wafts through there, man. I like that guy's style. It's making the most out of a little.
Second down and a long 3. All eyes for Nebraska defensively. Tony White told us would be on number 5. It's one of the 3 key elements to their victory.
Oh, get a hit, baby! Take him down. Thank you. Atta boy.
The 6-yard line. That's a loss of 5, and it's Mackay Bear.
Dude, if they're trying multiple QBs on us early, like,
Number 42 in white.
that's a good sign, I feel.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, but is it? Yeah, I was going to ask you, is that a good sign?
So who was the first drive? Was it, what's his name?
Third down and 8.
What's his name?
Kim?
No.
They started with Hauser. Deep throw for Michigan State.
Turn your head.
Oh,
Good D.
good job,
Good D.
Hartzog. I will sue the refs if they throw a flag.
Oh, no, he had his head turned.
Yep.
Wasn't grabbing.
Mississippi.
It was just contact.
Sparty's previous possession
I
was
guess
like
he had
58
little
seconds.
with his
So
left
this
arm,
one's going to be
looked like
not
receiver was pulling him on the other
The
side.
bottom line is this: they're not converting. They're going to need a spark at some point in time. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jay Johnson kind of gives the nod to number 4. We'll see.
Are you surprised that they turned to Levitt with the ball back at the 5-yard line?
Let's get a high snap.
Not necessarily, because he's a dual
Is that
threat.
Kim?
He's a legitimate dual threat. The guy can do
Kemp
a lot.
returned the last one with a fair
I
catch.
didn't know he was back.
Yeah.
You know, that's real.
He's going to fair catch this one at about the 40-41.
He's banged up. That's all he can do. But he's got sure hands, and that's why he's back there. 53-yard boot. Well, a full slate of college football is coming up next on FS1. First, you'll find Gus Malzahn's UCF team taking on Cincinnati. And at 7 Eastern, Utah State against San Diego State in the Mountain West. And at 10:30, it's 19th ranked UCLA versus Arizona. It's all right here on FS1.
Oh, man.
Pac-12 after dark, and a meaningful game with a
All right, we need to stay under 4 passing plays this
the
drive.
Bruins, who are really playing well.
All fleets.
With that carry, taken out at the boundary at about the 44-yard line.
Tim, it's really interesting. You've been around the game for a long time, and you've seen the arc of a Gus Malzahn who started out in Arkansas and Auburn. I'm just wondering what your perspective is on seeing that, man. If the game goes full circle, but these guys get recycled and come right back.
Yeah, they do. And I'll tell you this about UCF, Cincinnati. Really, we've seen it with Houston too, Spencer.
Yep.
They've got to now, since they're in the Big 12 from the American, they got to get some depth in their recruiting. Got to give those guys a couple of years, I think, to get Power 5.
That was good.
To compete. As Emmett
Toughed out about
Johnson
an extra
here, stopped by
yard.
Angelo Gross,
They hand off up the gut for just a couple.
Earlier in that coverage on what could have
3rd
been
and 4.
a
I'm sure he's going
touchdown for
to
Nebraska.
dial
That
up
was
some
a gain
pass
of
play
3,
that's going to
3rd down
have
and 4.
I love the way
next to
Marcus
no
Satterfield,
time,
the
and then
offensive
he'll
coordinator,
airmail
uses
one
Thomas Fedoni,
over
number
somebody's
24,
head or
tight
throw it
end, because he looks
2 yards behind line of
really,
scrimmage to a
really
guy who's
skilled
already
in
about
that
to get
position.
blown up.
He's tandem up with a guard, and they're both pulling to the right side, and it's just something that you don't see every day. But that's the power scheme that Matt Rule says, hey, we got to win with that. Coming out in 5 wide now.
Yeah.
This is
Now we got 5 wide, empty backfield.
Shotgun for Harburg.
Nice.
Oh, what a throw to Fedone!
Now that was a good pass.
Bruh. It really was. Right on target. Let him.
And the Huskers are in business after a gain of 27.
Man.
How did he get so open
Player,
there?
it's man right now, and you know with zero coverage.
As soon as he
technically on the
cuts,
back,
does that
at least
little
that's what
dip
it looked
in,
like.
is
There's
nobody
safety in
there.
the middle, right?
And then a bad
come
pass
on,
to
dude, go
Fedone.
back to the run.
From Nebraska on
You got a fresh set of downs, man. Why are you starting? You just wasted down.
The ball's incomplete.
Let's go back to that C24, but look at the middle of the field. Throw to the grass, right? That's where
Hell of a throw, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, my God.
The eyes are there, and this is the eyes.
Sometimes he doesn't throw spirals, too, and that was a nice spiral.
He is not a passer.
He
has some decent throws, but
He's a thrower.
That's what you respect from the quarterback.
Heinrich is the first in-state quarterback.
Hand off to Grant. Grant going to go down at the line of scrimmage.
Why did Grant try to bounce out?
Into Cal Halliday, leading tackler for this team at Michigan State.
You would have went up the gut for 50.
Well, I mean, he went opposite his O-line's leverage.
And Harburg, by the way, is dead. Rod was a Cornhusker, a walk-on fullback.
I don't think there was a lot of yards to be had no matter where he went, but
Fast quarter, Timmy.
Yeah, it was a very quickly played
he tried to
quarter,
bust through
which was what we anticipated, Spencer T.
the middle, running inside your guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Both teams want to shorten the game.
3-0's not quite so bad. It could be worse, right?
Yeah, I'm not worried about the score at all. I'm just worried about the sloppy, inconsistent offensive play.
I'll tell you what to be worried about.
Yeah.
You should be worried about the sloppy, inconsistent play.
On what side of the ball?
Both. Offensively, of course, though.
The Spurs went from plus 10,000 odds to plus 5,000 odds to win the title.
Because of y'all's Wemby?
I just think I think it has more to do with the back-to-back wins over the Suns. Ain't nobody see that coming. But it's like, what are you, a month into the season? Like, let's relax.
Yeah, and they still haven't played their full team.
They're going to get beat by the Rockets and other trash teams, and then people are going to go, what happened to them?
Zaga said announcers are like, yes, please get this boring game over with. It's boring so far, but this is just one of those old school, like...
I mean, that's what we are, you know?
Yeah.
For as much shit as we've given Iowa over the last couple of years for being all defense, no offense, boring
We're
games,
so glad to
low
at
scores,
least be...
That's exactly what we are.
For sure. Perico said, when is Bullock going to be useful? Defensive Bullock or offensive? Alex or
offense? John Bullock's been very useful.
I feel like he has been.
I mean, I don't think any of them receivers. I've been asking that about these speedy young guys, especially with all the injuries. But if you don't have anybody that can get them the ball on a consistent basis, it's all for nothing, you know.
Yeah, he made a really nice move, and like Perico's saying, Riz Zipped was saying, he was wide open for a touchdown. If that ball isn't directly thrown into the chest of a safety.
We just hung it up in the middle. Like, I get your guy beat him, you give him, put some hang on it, let him get under it. But
hey, what do you think about I don't know, maybe running Sims out there to see what Sims has got? Does that sound interesting to anyone?
Let's do it, man.
He would run out onto the field, trip over his own foot, and all these coins would fall out of his body like Sonic. Like, what the fuck? Glad that's all over with. You know, I was talking to Lordy. He said he almost feels like Sims has just checked out because he knows his football career is over. Like, he knows.
I mean, might be something
he's not
to it.
going pro. He is
Can't transfer.
not going pro. Can't transfer. It's done. It's done. He's just on the Husker team as a backup. That's where his football career dies. And Mark said, seen him, why not Chubba? And that's what Lordy was saying as well. Why not put Chubba in there?
Spencer, it would be a sign of the times. Our eagle eyes.
I mean, I think you're at this point, you're kind of
Michigan man with his sign.
Signaling the more to
dancing
come, I
with
guess.
the one that brought you. You know, if we start losing games or the turnovers become an issue to the point where it costs us games to do whatever, then I think you might see a switch. But I think other than that, it's like, yeah, man, we're a super sloppy offense. We don't have a
We open the second quarter here on FS1.
real pro-style accurate quarterback. It just is what it is.
Handoff from Harburg. Emmett has a
Good
seam. 11 yards. I'll take it.
That's helmet to helmet on 15. I want him ejected immediately.
I was going to say give him the electric chair, but I guess I'll settle for an ejection.
Doesn't it look like he just comes in with his head or his helmet? Ding. No,
Might have hit him on the shoulder with that helmet, yeah.
You brought up yesterday, which was great memory, by the way. You call it the Viper position. Yeah.
I wouldn't have wanted him ejected anyways. It's
Yeah.
mocking the soft fools.
Coach in Massachusetts.
You bet. Went back home.
We in scoring position?
Nothing doing this time. Good work by that interior. Zion
I like
Young,
Emmett,
along
but
with
this
Jordan
is
Hall, collaborating.
Grant territory, in my opinion.
Emmett is getting better right in front of us, though, man.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Just great work right there.
Derek Harmon did a nice job of also just kind of eating up space, right? When you talk about zero techniques, in this particular case, it's not a zero because you got two left and a right defensive tackle, so it's more of a
There's
even
Grant.
front. Four guys across dispersed.
No fullback, though.
We'll call you Coordinator Gary real quick. Oh, this is nice. Come on, Fleeks. Hey, at least he got the first down. Let's go, fat boy Fleeks. Just kidding. He's not fat anymore. I always think about the fact that he was overweight when he came to camp.
I know it because he don't look like it at all.
No,
He
he's
looks
in
too small.
amazing shape.
Stayed in.
But if you
Good awareness,
clear
man.
path to that guy, you got to make that. That's why you are the Mike linebacker. You're free to flow. Those four men up front are covering you up to protect you. So
See what the run can do to the defense when you execute a little bit and stop trying to get cute with passes.
Handoff up the gut, stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Just touched on him.
I like the dedication to the run. Folks,
What
we
the run can't do when you don't block certain guys.
We're at 48 likes. We need two of you to have a heart, maybe have a soul.
Have a heart.
All right? And slap that like button for us. Help us get to 50. And we'll talk about 75 when we get there, when we get to that
Satterfield
bridge.
tweeted out if we can get 100 likes, he'll stop passing.
Oh, shit. Dude, that was... I was confused. I thought Emmett Johnson had it too. What a great...
I
like,
did because I'm smarter than
handoff
you
action. That's
and
true. That's
all of
true.
Michigan State
You got to
defense.
make some business decisions, right? Even in space.
Touchdown run for Harburg. Let's watch this fake handoff. Damn.
They all bit, man.
Great block by Borkacher.
Nobody really had to block too much.
Yeah.
They were committed on the Johnson handoff.
Well, he leads Nebraska with rushing touchdowns.
Can we pause this game,
Five.
take about an hour nap, and then fire it back up?
Sleepy?
I just never really fully woke up, I guess.
Highly intelligent player, Harburg, and
It was a late night.
Extra point is good. Huskers have the lead, and I feel a wee bit better. Hey, we're at 56 likes. Let's go. Thank you, guys.
Go.
Appreciate you. Big game today. All right? big game. For anybody that doesn't know, and believe me, I know no one cares, I've got another channel twice this size, more than twice this size, that I'm abandoning today because it's weird, dude. It's weird. Like, I never would have thought that I'd be abandoning a Suns live stream for a Huskers live stream, but I want to be there. You know, like, not being there for the live stream is weird, but this game, I know you're acting like a tough guy. It doesn't matter.
It don't matter. I'm saying if it was the last game of the season or something, it'd be a big deal.
It'd be a big deal. You know?
I'm sorry. I forgot we're supposed to knee-jerk.
I forgot we were supposed to knee-jerk react to everything. You know, type shit.
Type shit.
But, I mean, you know why else it's exciting to me? Because it's Michigan State. How often do we have an opportunity to beat Michigan State? It's been...
We had an opportunity last time we played them, but punted to the wrong side of the field. Yeah, bish.
I'm just saying it's not often over the last, you know, several years. It's not often. Michigan State's usually in a lot bigger position. So, getting to beat Michigan State, which is like beating up on somebody who usually beats you up because now they're in a wheelchair, and I like that, okay? I would do that in real life. And then do it again. The icing on the cake is you get a chance to go to a bowl game, and that's all the Huskers need. I'm very happy for and with Matt Rule. Can we talk about Matt Rule real quick?
Yeah, what you got?
I'm just blown away by him. Blown away. And you know what's great about that is that you and me were both positive about him. Not positive for the sake of being positive. We were both positive on him because we really believed in what he was selling. And I'm happy that so far I haven't been sold a bill of goods like I was with Matt Nagy and the Bears. I bit on Matt Nagy being the guy and felt like a dickhead when that was not the case. And so I've been scared to buy into Matt Rule because he's just so good at talking, because Matt Nagy felt really good at talking. We got a $7 dono, baby, from Living in Omaha. Thank you, says Bowl Bound.
We can wrap this one up.
Thank you, Living.
Career
Comes the kick.
did.
Sounds like it's a great place to get away. And just
It is. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful there. You tee it up on a golf course.
Is that a touchback if half of his feet are out of the end
You
zone?
can fair catch it inside, what is it, the 10 or something, and it counts as a touchback.
Really?
Something like that. Don't quote me on that.
Really?
Oh, really?
Maybe punt since then, and quick drives too, Spencer. Not using much time.
Yeah, here's the inner game that's going on right now. Jay Johnson, the offense.
Oh, yeah, MWI. Great point. I also bought into Frost. Hook, line, and sinker.
He wants to make sure that they have high engagement levels. And if you do, you're going to get the best out of them, right? Long term.
There wasn't a reason not to.
The noise in the system right now can be problematic. We're in the transfer portal era. He wants to take care of these.
Like, I don't blame anybody that was all in on Frost.
Screen pass for Michigan, and what a great tackle from behind by Bayer. Is that Bayer?
Yeah. Did you see him take a hack at the ball?
Yes. Yes, I got a little excited
I
there.
did too. I was like, ooh, that's a good punch.
Mark Hub says, my son Elijah said, go Big Red.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, Elijah?
But they've got to get the complementary throw game working. They got it with the whole shot early on. Not much sense.
Oh, the quarterback was fitting to get cracked. cracked. I mean, he did get cracked, but damn, I wish he had kept a ball. Good read by their quarterback.
Jesus Christ.
It's off to the races.
Who's? The running back? Yeah, dude.
all he does?
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody's playing
I was
2K,
going to say
he's
it
like,
earlier.
"No,
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that shit."
Yeah.
Carter's still running.
Constantly doing curls to failure.
Got a tackle. You better tackle number 5.
Shotgun, 2 wide, 3 wide, sorry.
Deep in the secondary.
Hand
Good
off,
upset. There you
nice
go.
tackle up the Gutski by
After
Giff.
a couple of gains of 9, he gets out for 3. That's Isaac Gifford, number 2, making the play. A guy that plays what Jay Johnson calls
Tony
the
White
devil
gone after
position.
this year?
That goes back to his Arizona State days.
Keep those numbers.
When you mentioned Viper at Michigan,
I'm
they
trying.
called him the devil when they
I'm
were
trying
out in
to
the desert.
hold on to hope that he won't be,
Well,
but
yeah,
you got to
obviously, I'm saying, do you
imagine.
think it's going to happen or not?
You got to imagine.
Alante Brown has come in.
Uh-oh,
Blow
flip. What
that
the
up.
what? Halfback pass. Just tackling, baby. What a tackle. I don't care. I don't care. He saved a touchdown. That's a gutsy, not even that gutsy, but that's a
That's a pretty good toss.
Yep, Timmy, yesterday in practice, it was.
He made it sound like he wasn't going to be ready for a little bit.
yeah.
Here it is.
Receiver, and you can see the
Is that who it was that made the tackle?
Puts that ball up in the air. Does it again. So what we
Yeah,
I think
it
somebody
was.
said
Wow.
something in the chat earlier
Yeah.
about Buford, and I didn't even.
Yeah.
and he saw it. He
didn't
said, "Hey,
register.
man, little trick play going on."
Well,
When's the last
not
time we
only
saw
that,
Buford
got the
play?
pass
It's been a
off
while,
last
right?
pressure from
Wow.
there. I mean, he had
Good to see him back.
And he got it off just in time.
Like, I did not remember a 24 on defense. He was not 24 last year, right?
No, he
This
was.
is another thing that
Hey, that's zeros on the clock. He's thank you.
Offensively, Michigan State today. We've got a penalty here.
Oh.
I'm gonna sue these refs at some point.
Sadly, these are the things that happen to teams that have seen so many difficulties and lost guys to injury.
Here's the previous play. Here you got a trips to the formation to the field. Got a great setup right here. Everybody's running and flowing to the ball.
Was that
You know-
Hartzog that tried to
Ooh,
get
you can throw it
that?
up there and put it right on
That's
the
good.
You
You
Yeah.
can tell he recognized what the play was after he committed. It's
By
like,
the way, there's
shit.
a little return to sender from a former Nebraska.
Great tackle from Buford,
It
man.
was
Let's
good
just
tackle.
hold him to 6. You know, hold him to a 3 and make it 6.
Playing a running back position.
Quarterback run out to the edge. He's gonna grab 5-6 yards back.
This time, trying to get it done on his own. Tommy Hill.
Zaga said he was number 1 last year. Yeah, that makes sense. And then he probably just hasn't had time to earn back a single-digit number.
Came over from Nebraska as a transfer. It'll be second and
Kim
9.
said, "I'll
after
take
game
that
6.
one now."
Harder looks on his quarterback. I mean, yesterday.
Was that Alante Brown that threw that? Are you serious?
Did Hauser like a?
That's where he went? I didn't even know he went to
Uniform,
Michigan
he looks
State.
like a great thrower.
That
He's
hurts.
showing me something a little bit different right now, Tim. This is impressive.
Huskers bring a little bit of extra pressure over the middle. Touchdown. 10, about to be 10-7 Michigan State. Damn.
And my first half overs is, I think, shot or under. No, I had half a point.
Christian, the redshirt junior from Southfield, Michigan, transferred from
This
Louisville.
Hoyts, bro.
This guy too on the inside too. We talked about Tommy Hill and how effective he is out there in the corner. A couple of interceptions, 3 in fact. in the last
Aside of
3
Michigan,
games,
is this the
and
worst
he's
the defenses
impressive,
look
but
this
that
year?
little skinny post route right there, he turned Tommy Hill around.
Which I don't
They've
think
had a
been
couple
horrible, but they've
mistakes. I
been-
mean, it was a
yeah.
trick play. They've had to resort to trick plays to move the ball on us.
Bag of tricks.
Other than that play action earlier in the game.
I'd say there's other plays they're keeping the drives
And
going
that
for
may be
him,
the
but
key for Michigan
yeah, they
State.
gouged it.
Big days, big plays, Tim. It's what it's all about. And so far,
But I'm just saying, a lot of the runs are getting
ready for battle.
gougy. Some of these guys on the routes are just open. I mean, it's still only 10 points. I'm not like shitting on the defense, but I'm saying they're just not as sharp or as clean. Did you hear when Rue was talking about last week? Like it seemed like the defense did great. You go back and watch the film. There's a lot of things missed, and he's talking about that Tommy Hill interception. He goes, "It's nice when it gets intercepted, but it's the same thing as when they got beat against Michigan, the helmet catch, for that touchdown.
Yeah.
It's like you get behind the 2 deep, and the quarterback makes the throw. He goes, the only difference there is the wind hangs the ball up, so the pass is short. Like no wind. He had his The receiver had him beat. So with no wind, if he can lead that pass, you get burnt for a big touchdown. But luckily the wind hangs it up. It looks like the defense did great. Okay, that's a good point.
I know we can score again. I was just, I guess with our defense, I just was kind of celebrating early.
Well, that's kind of what I was talking about with they're going to make you pay. Like, you leave guys open, you're not sounding your run gaps, things like that. They're going to capitalize on it more than the last few games we've played where teams just don't. Purdue had a lot of drop balls last week. The wind obviously was a factor in some of the scenarios. As much as we turned the ball over, they didn't really capitalize on it and do much. Like, you're not going to have that luxury with these guys, I don't think.
Fuck, man. That lead was short-lived. This Pizza Hut commercial, they're tricking me. I haven't had Pizza Hut in... I haven't had it in over a decade, dude. Pizza Hut has escaped me. I never eat Pizza Hut.
Their wings.
Are they good or are they like soggy and?
They're.
You know where you need to get wings at in Omaha?
Thousands of places.
No, there's one place that you need to focus on. Thank you. All right. And you know how to get them, right?
Do I know how to get them?
Order them. Double dipped, char buffed. Or I'll fuck you up. That's your other option. And then, so what I do...
Almost got that.
What I do when I'm in Omaha with Corey, because we eat every meal together, is go to Big Fred's. I know you're not a Big Fred's guy.
I'm just not big on pizza.
Big Fred's Pizza and Oscar's Wings. Woo! I might have to fly up to Nebraska just to do that combo.
Wide receivers. Get out of there.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we have a touchback.
Well,
Oscars, holler at us if you'd like to be a sponsor of the show.
And all you have to do is send each of us a dozen wings each.
That's it. That's it.
Them on stream.
I'll settle for 1 dozen one time. And we can have a lifetime contract.
All on the ground in that last series right there.
Only one turnover committed by Nebraska on what could have been a touchdown play.
Living in Omaha said, is Gary going to talk to Tony White at halftime?
100%.
He'll call him. He's
going to be at Zoom meeting.
Play action. Harburg rolling out right. Nice pass to Bullock, baby! Grabs some extra yards. Doesn't go out of bounds right away. Good job.
With the stop, with the catch, and he's out for a first down. Of 20.
Let's go.
Wouldn't it be great to win a game because of your offense? Just one.
That's your matchup all the way. Aaron has got
a
snoozer of a game, but that's okay. The offense stepped up.
He's got it. There's nobody else there, man.
Carry.
Brule, the linebacker that transferred over from Mississippi State, does have some speed. He looked a little late to the party on that one.
Shotgun again with 2 running backs in the backfield. Fake handoff to Fleeks.
Good
Throwing it again, this time to Grant, and he's hit immediately.
I know it's hard, but
he knew he was going to get rocked, bro.
Pass protection by Fleeks, man.
Anthony's also the second leading rusher on the team, but he also shows you the ability to catch the ball. Great ball control, protection for the
good throw, right?
A little bit of pressure there.
Yeah, it's a tough catch, especially when you're getting hit, but he was dropping it before he got hit. It's a tough catch. Having to stretch out for it.
Yeah, maybe if he could have hit him in the chest, it would have been a little easier.
Tight end moves into a slot right. They come in and block.
Hand off to Grant. Woohoo!
Nice tackle.
What a tackle, man. 2 good plays by Mangum.
Jalen Petrie, man. Former Baylor great, man, now with the Texans. He just comes, watch number 1 just drill it. Once he figures out what he needs to do, comes from depth.
He read that shit, man.
Right,
and then he got under the
splits 2 would-be defenders and makes an
both those guys
unbelievable
coming
play
to
on the other side of the
Was that Noelle that got tossed?
Read and react, diagnose and commit.
I don't know. I didn't see anybody get
63.
watching that edge.
Johnson in the backfield now on 3rd down 11.
Shotgun, gonna have to throw. Oh, no. No.
It was intended for Jaden Doss.
There was just the one Grant run, right? Where he got submarine.
I think so. That's
That's
not. I mean,
Why
that's,
don't you hit Malachi? You throw into triple coverage, you got Malachi go wide open right in front of you.
And that was indeed Angelo Gross, number 15. That's why that pass was dangerous, because it was a one.
that felt like a pre-decision that that's where he was going to go.
No responsibility, but to potentially pick off that ball.
That's why you can't be so pass heavy. You don't have the quarterback for it. Like, I'm fine with some passes, I get it, but
35 yards.
you can't get
Henry says,
creative or
I'll
too
take
deep
a
into the
fair
passing
catch here.
game with
The
quarterbacks like
foliage is
this.
out in the beautiful state of Michigan.
Oh, man. I'm definitely going to have to talk to him at halftime. I was hoping I could just let
him figure it out. But
yeah.
No, he's going to need your assistance.
I think all three of them. I think both coordinators and Rule need a good talking to.
Why don't you talk to him right now? Let's do that, all right? So you go ahead. I'll be Tony White, and I'm going to call you, all right? Ring.
Tony, you need to stop dicking around
you have
the
to
phone
say
and keep
hello.
your head in the game.
You have to say hello first, because
No,
normally
that's how I'm answering. This is how I'm answering.
Oh, okay. Let me start that over then. Ring.
Tony, stop dicking around on the phone and get your head in the game.
Oh,
What do you want?
shit. Who is this?
You know goddamn good and well who it is. You just
I was just kidding, sir. I'm sorry, sir. You're right. Now, what do I need to do?
Get your head out of your ass
Okay.
and go back to playing some sound defense and get your guys to get their head in the game. Gap assignments. Stop letting guys get loose. Stop biting on everything. Now put Marcus on the phone.
Marcus! Which Marcus?
Satterfield.
Sat! Here you go. Satterfield here.
Yeah, you're fired. And then I think they come back out in the second half and really, they're like, wow.
All right, so somebody clip that and send that, text that to Tony White, please, since we all have his number. Zaga said, Gary, go apply for the OC.
If you guys aren't happy with the offense now, you'd be very, very unhappy.
Snakey said, who gave our defense NyQuil? And who gave our offense NyQuil also?
You imagine that, like the Michigan stuff where the guy's sneaking in, getting on sidelines. Imagine if teams had people just dumping NyQuil and
NyQuil into the Gatorade. Yeah, stirring it.
That's pretty funny.
Seriously. Jose says, Michigan State, after being classy all week, is playing very well. What were they doing that was classy?
You asking me? I hope you're not asking me.
I was asking him. Asking Jose.
Mysteries.
You knew I was too dumb to be able to answer that.
Well, I know you've had your head in the tape all week.
Yeah, just
You're not
grinding
focusing
away.
on- yeah.
Unlike our coordinators, apparently. Said being respectful to the rule and our fan base.
Basketball clash
As
they
well
participate
as-
in
That's appreciated.
the Pure Classic,
Oh,
November
yeah,
23rd
Sam
in
Foltz,
Greater
'cause
Palm Springs. For tickets, scan
Foltz died with
the
their
QR
kicker,
code.
right?
Yeah.
Our friend
Or punter, or
Steve
whatever
Shear,
he was in that car,
our lead
right?
producer for Fox, will be on hand. His
Forgot about
son,
that,
by the
man.
way, is a manager
Yeah, I
for
always
Fox.
forget about that.
Good
Nice
tackle.
Between our
Good
sessions
thing he,
with
Judy.
good thing he called
State
me.
and Nebraska football staffs.
Definitely.
There's Carter ahead for only a yard, second and 9.
Do you know how to scan a QR code, by the way? I'm just curious.
You know what? My daughter just showed me how.
Okay, very good.
That's hot off the presses from Chateau Brando.
I knew you knew everything about the 79 championship with Magic Johnson coming out, so I wanted to go there.
Don't worry about that hold.
Nice work by
Jesus.
Flag down behind him, though. Thrown in an area
Oh, they
where
did
you'd
call it.
normally
Good.
see
Appreciate ya.
a hold, we'll see. That judge got it. Gain of 8, but hold everything. We'll check the flag.
He had to, though.
Referee
His quarterback
today
was
is
about to get
Jerry
murdered if he
McGinn.
didn't.
Tom Kissinger, our replay coordinator.
Offense, number 58. 10-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage. Repeat, second down.
Spencer Brown, who had to move from right tackle to left. Both of their left tackles
You had to do
were
it.
injured and out today. So
Did the
Spencer moved from
Sun
the
game
right
start
side
yet?
to the left, and Ethan
I think it's about to, but it's not on TV, so I'm gonna have Sundo show me in
see the remnants of what ails his
in
team
the Discord.
As the game progresses on, strangely, all of a sudden the penalties start to mount up on them. And the turnovers, they seem to control those for the most part. But now, all of a sudden, these mistakes, the last drive, they have
This dude's lined up.
so it's tough.
7-19. Carter
Nice D.
cuts it back up, but nothing doing.
All right, plays over.
Come on, no flags on us.
They just,
No,
laid it
late.
on.
Came out, but he was already down on the ground. Jamari Butler, number 10, will be credited with the stop.
So they got Hauser back in there.
Ball security was kind of a prerequisite for both these teams. Both of them had issues turning the ball over and leading. In fact, I think Michigan State is in triple digits in that turnover category. Nebraska not without its ails in that same category.
Against the chains here, 3rd and 18, and Harold Joyner, the freshman's in the back.
3rd and 18, shotgun, throwing over the middle. What a tackle, baby!
He is close.
That wasn't a first down. Why is he pointing first down?
Because he doesn't.
Picking on Tommy Hill.
He doesn't know math too good?
He got a big play and assumed you only need 10.
Right?
Forgot about the hold in the sack.
4th and 2. They better not be going for it.
After this 16-yard game,
I hope to God they do.
Harlan
Give us the
Barnett
ball
says,
back down
"No,
there."
Get the punt team out there.
What a tackle by Tommy Hill.
Like a little,
Man.
he thought it was a first down, but it
Now, that holding penalty is the difference in it being
had
the
no
first
question.
down.
All connected.
He had to. I mean,
Again, Billy Kemp is
he got
mentioned
beat.
is
He
banged
had
up.
that was the only chance he had.
I know. I mean, he saved that
stringer.
play. Absolutely.
A fair catch.
Have good field position. At least should. There's another.
Oh, baby.
What's the flag? What's the flag?
Please not against us.
That's on them. No, it's on them because they're killing the play. So it's got to
Kemp
be
is one of
offense.
their veteran receivers, but he's only.
We didn't have
gonna be
anybody
used
like
on
going
special
scot
teams
free
today.
early, do we? Yeah,
Offense,
false start. There you
number
go.
83. 5-yard penalty remains. 4th down.
Now think about how great of a punt that was,
All right,
Spencer.
I'm
especially
glad
with a
White
safety
could
that's not going to bring it back. He's out there
Followed
simply
the
to
direction
catch
I
the
gave him.
football.
Let's
That's
see if
how
Sack
many
can too.
turnovers that Nebraska has had in special teams.
I guess I
and
just
it's
told
the
him to
reason
pack
he's
his
back
shit and
there.
leave, didn't I?
They've had turnovers on punts. It reared its ugly head against them last week, even in victory.
I mean, if they keep getting pushed back because of these penalties, my grandmother
Oh,
could
man.
make positive yards against this return, and that's how much
Eckley back to
they're gonna have
punt.
to work with, man.
Drills it.
Another long boot and another.
Wow,
That was a hell of
dude.
a punt, man.
Yeah. What exactly are we doing as far
This
as
one will be running into the
not
fair
fair.
catching that?
penalty against Nebraska.
Is it going to be running into?
Eckley with another marvelous boot with all that pressure. And he was clearly run into.
Running into the kicker. Defense, number 26. Penalties decline. First down.
Only a
what's that?
5-yard penalty, so they'll take the 57-yard boot. It was not roughing. It was
Jeez.
simply running into. There is a difference.
It's all right. It's a
Boy.
non-factor.
Eckley,
Yeah, but
redshirt
come on.
freshman out of Florida. Beautiful boot.
Calling a flag on that.
That was Kobe.
what
Grant
is the
running into.
point of fair catching
Hitting
that, bro?
75 has its perks.
He
Next
had
customer.
so much room to decide where he wanted to run with it. That feels Scott Frosty, bro. It does. Remember when they used to have so much trouble just catching punts?
Field and punt. Yeah, they had Cam Taylor Britt. And
Like, just
Eve
go
and all
back
kinds of-
there.
just trying everybody up.
Go back there and just fair catch it. We don't want any risk, you know.
Yeah.
Zaga says Bullock muffs it. Yeah, Bullock has muffed it. I'm glad they put somebody else back there, but like...
He just had the one, though, didn't he?
Yeah, I feel like they punted to us already as well, and we fair caught that one too. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't remember. Yeah. Kemp had a fair catch. Because that was the one where I was like, oh shit, Kemp's back.
Zaga says Kemp probably still hurt. Could be why.
Who?
Kemp.
Yeah, because he's not playing 100. On offense at all, is he? Have you seen him?
I don't feel like I've seen him. That's a good point, man. Which is weird. Really like weird. Beard's weird. What if they're like, all right, man, you're not ready, you might not be ready to play, but can you go out there and just catch punts and just fair catch them for us? Like,
fair catch, yeah.
We feel most comfortable with you. DJ Cruz says, looks like the real Nebraska's back. And then I think a sad smiley emoji. Yeah. Even if we win this game, I wouldn't say the Nebraska's back. We're just on the right road.
Well, I think he's talking about the fair catch looking.
Oh, that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Tell us what you mean. We both took that different ways. Back, like, literally in a positive way, or back, like, shit in the bed?
What up, Melissa? Chilling. Sad I can't be with you guys today. This is like a weird solar eclipse where the Huskers and the Suns have a early game on Saturday at the same time.
Remember I asked you like a couple weeks ago, I'm like, what are you going to do if they play at the same time? You're like, that won't happen.
That will not happen.
Suns never play that early on Saturday, on a Saturday or whatever. You're like, it's usually a night game if they play Saturday.
Odds? D Park says, pretty pathetic if there's no one that can actually catch and return a punt. It seems pre-decided not to. It's like it's interesting, right? It would be nice to see somebody just, I don't know, grab us 10 extra yards off the end of the punt. Joel King said, we will find a way to win. Let's hope so. Agree. Here we go.
I've kind of switched to that belief.
The mascot, he's not working for us.
Full back.
Our defense hasn't really clamped
yet.
Out
of this formation the rest of the way.
Well, it is as close as the game itself. Michigan State by 3.
Option with no option to pitch.
Cal Halliday with the tackle. 270.
Huskers grab a couple yards.
I mean, that's second all-time active Big Ten players. Only Nick Jackson of Iowa has more under Coach Parker with 419. No glove.
You guys can go ahead and crucify me if you want to, but I hope we go in to halftime with this score.
Why?
Just like they are right now.
Because I think it's going to hurt more, make them the adjustments and shit like that be more effective. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Whatever coach is telling them adjustment-wise. I'm not a big speech guy, but like any of the adjustments they make or things that they do or tell them in the locker room, I think is going to resonate a little bit better being down, especially the reason you're down, like the sloppy play. Then if you get especially like if you get a touchdown here and it's kind of like, all right, we're good. We're not playing that great. We still got the lead. Get the ball first coming out. I don't want them to.
One of the biggest games of the year.
You know what I mean?
Cowboys against the Eagles. Dak versus Jalen in America's game of the week.
Suns are losing, dude. It's over.
Oh, shit.
It's over.
Kicks off tomorrow with little baby
You let the Sixers get a 3-point lead in the first quarter.
They ain't giving it back.
On Fox. I must say that is
they ain't giving it back.
I like the most. The one promo that I like most is the little baby KK with the jackets.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Pretty good. That's pretty funny.
I don't see Rule licking his lips. That's not a great sign.
But he's got his invisible lat syndrome going.
That's true.
Fleets in the backfield.
Play action.
Dump it off.
Sidearm throw is blocked.
Great work
As soon as that dude comes through, that's what you're wanting. What's he waiting for?
3rd and 9.
Right here, throw it.
Yeah, he's an edge rusher, Tim, and this is what edge rushers do. They can't get to the quarterback, can't get home. You can get those long arms up in the air and affect the quarterback. And Sparty says, not going to complete that. And you're absolutely right.
I'm going to give Scotty Hazelton some credit, all right? That's kind of like having Gary.
Chuck's a Celtics fan. Let's go.
Take a running back,
Celtics?
Celtics?
They're strong this year. Shotgun, 4 wide.
Get back, Fedoni.
1 in the backfield, looking like Fleeks maybe, or Johnson. It's Johnson. Gonna throw a strike to Fedoni. Let's go. My guy, Fedoni. Not your guy.
Not my guy. I don't like any of the whites.
Nope.
That's all you.
Did not play in 22 at all.
You can see him lined up just outside the edge rusher there, Tim. And it's that ability to get in those soft spots and find the vacant spot. You don't have to be a hugely accurate quarterback. Just diagnose this coverage properly and put that ball between
his throwing
those
motion
two
cracks
green
me up.
jerseys. It's called zone coverage.
Yeah. It's not as bad as Taylor Martinez, though. Hand off. Emmett gonna grab 2. Probably 2 yards.
It'll be 2nd down and 8. Both defenses giving ground grudgingly up the gut. You had to go a little bit wide.
How tall is Fedoni?
Like
6'5" or 6".
Yeah, 6'5", 6'6".
Dylan Tatum, 21. You see a bunch of new faces and peppered and sprinkled
Good
throughout
thing.
this defense.
Rushy, we ran one option, and it was one of those where there was no chance he was gonna. Yeah.
Mainly in the 300-mile radius.
Shotgun, 2 in the backfield. Uh-oh! Oh, that's a face mask, baby!
Face mask.
That's a face mask! You fucking bitch,
How does
ref!
the ref standing
what
right
the
there not
fuck?
get that?
Wright was in earlier on this series. Florida transfer.
And the ref, I just read the ref's
goes,
lips. He goes,
"I
he
didn't
didn't.
grab it.
He goes, he didn't grab it. Shut the fuck
Doesn't
up,
matter.
bitch!
Technique, right? Way outside the widest man on the ends of
You
the scrimmage.
bullshit!
So he
didn't grab
coincidentally turned his head the same time he touched it but didn't grab it.
Dude,
What is he talking about? He didn't grab it.
Yeah, they missed that.
Yep, sure did.
Yeah.
He needs to punch that ref in the face and be like, I
absolutely.
didn't
I
swing.
didn't punch you. I didn't punch you in the face. Harburg under pressure, escaping. Oh my God, escaping. Oh my God, go
Michael
baby,
Vick.
go. White Vic.
I mean, he got away from
Beautiful.
inside pressure coming from Jordan.
How you like that, ref? You fuck.
Fredericksburg, and he was Houdini there.
Oh my God.
Have been bailing out in the previous plays, but the inside
Dude, the
game
O-line
came
is
around, and that
not
was Simeon Barrow,
playing
number
well
8,
today.
the junior, who had him dead to rights. At least should have had him.
Yeah.
And because it was
I felt like they were
man
gradually,
coverage,
like,
that means
starting
those
to
guys back on the defensive side were turned away from the quarterback.
do better,
So by the time Herbert gets
do gooder.
downfield, now those defenders on the edges are just now seeing him. By then, he's got 15, 20 yards, and he's got a full head of steam.
We needed something like that, man, to get their
coming out of high school.
momentum, like, going back in their direction, because that no call on the face mask was just ridiculous.
Somebody must have said the magic words. Sideline interference. That's somebody, and Harlan is now finding out what was said, and he's, I'm sure, trying to control maybe some guys on his staff. That's exactly what's happening. He's very upset. One of his assistant coaches said a couple of things that should not have been said. That's how you get a sideline interference call. Not real thrilled with the call, but he also wasn't thrilled with his colleagues. 1st and 10.
No! Oh my God, I thought that was a bad snap.
Hey, we at least got him to pitch. Maybe that's the.
It looked like a quick pitch play, though.
That ball was
Yeah.
handled, but
Satterfield needs to tell Scott, like, listen, when we run option, just
clean execution.
snap
Matt
it
Rule
low.
told us yesterday that inexplicably a couple of times as we look on,
Then he'll be
his
forced
guys
to
just
pitch it
didn't get
out.
the exchange right,
Yeah.
the ball seated properly. You start to see some of that, the high pace and the tempo, a little bit dialed up here now.
2nd and 9, shotgun, no one in the backfield. Could be a
5
QB
wide.
draw.
Last time we did the 5 wide was Fedoni right up the middle.
Nebraska has played a
That was
clean
seen.
game. That's the way Matt Rule would want it. They go empty again with 5 wide. And
Called it. QB draw, baby.
Whoa, that's a flag.
Nah, I don't think it is. Wow, it is, but I don't think it should be. I feel like it was bang bang.
It was, but he hit him high, I think. I just want the flag because the face.
Yeah, how about you give it? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Don't eject him. Don't even think about ejecting him.
I don't think those should be flags. But I feel like we get hit with those constantly.
All right, cool. I feel 100% better now. It makes up, like Rushy said, it makes up for the face mask.
Yeah, plus Harburg slid late. Like, you can't run right to the dude as he launches, you know, is going. Yeah,
he was giving himself up.
So it was a bang deal. And you know what, Tim? I think going in, the official needs to know that, look, this is a running quarterback. So I'm not saying they should give him more leeway defensively. Yeah.
I just don't like the rules, man. I don't like those. I don't like the targeting ones. Like, unless it's blatantly obvious. But
yeah.
What do? You're running full speed to tackle it, dude.
Hand off to Emmett. No, gonna throw. No.
Just can't.
No. What's the flag for?
Flag comes down. Boy, Harburg is really adept at those play fakes.
He really is.
Looks like the one dude did like a pass interference, but I didn't think he interfered him.
And holding back players on the other side. Matt Rule certainly saw it. He's on the near side or the far sideline, so he sees it. Here's press coverage here on the outside. Hey, the receiver does
that.
He's getting held like crazy. I'm gonna need another makeup call.
On the play, holding defense number 21, ineligible receiver, downfield offense number 54, penalties offset.
Repeated down.
Remains first down.
That's Ben Hart, the right.
Thanks a lot, Ben Hart.
Of this team that got a little too far down. I would say the winner in that particular battle would be Michigan State, because
I like that play call, though.
Could have easily had them set up.
Yeah, it was a trash pass, to be honest, though.
For sure it was, but I mean, when Malachi engages, like he's run blocking.
I guess if he wasn't getting held, he would have been further downfield where the pass was.
Well, if he didn't hold him,
you know,
he would have been wide open. Because when they were grabbing each other, he goes like that. He was gone if he didn't hold on to him.
What up? I'm Adam. Oh, I'm done. I am.
Another flag.
So hang on, hold everything. Could be holding. Let's see.
There you go.
If that interception wasn't caused by the hold, I'm nervous.
He understands his temperament, and Harbaugh can take it.
Holding. Defense, number 21. 10-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage. Automatic.
Where was the hold?
Oh, boy.
And the old defensive back, Harlan.
Oh.
Upset with that.
The way I was going to punish you, you know, the severity I was going to punish you if that didn't go our way, Gary.
We'll take a look at it again. It's still press coverage.
You'll never know.
Dylan Tatum does a wonderful job of releasing initially afterwards, but he grabs him right around the hip. That's what this problem.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a weak call, but when you're on him so much, tripping him up. And
I still think Matt Rule is trying to coach his quarterback not to make poor decisions.
Yeah, how about we, well, I wish we could run. We got 2 timeouts. Like, can we just get, I don't know. We're going to throw, baby.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even look at the clock.
Gonna throw and get our boy lit up.
85. It's getting a little chippy out there.
Yeah,
he's just
really nickel back, just
bro.
Eased up on that.
Rushy says stop throwing, but like, bro,
it's because of
the clock. You got, we don't have a lot of time.
But
that's
I
a bad
agree with him in the
pass.
sense of like just pound it a little closer, let time go down, and get your field goal before half, and get the ball back second half. You're gonna turn the ball over. I mean, he is not accurate. He should not be throwing these fade passes. He doesn't have the touch.
Sometimes he's accurate though.
He's accurate when
Option
he can just throw
pitch
a
to
dart.
Emmett.
Shit, he pitched it.
Kind of wish we could have got out of bounds, but timeout's just fine here.
Tim, I've never been a fan The option into the boundary, the short side of the field.
MWI said Harburg is hell-bent on throwing an interception to the safety.
The problem is if you run the option into the short side of the field,
seriously.
Coach, from where I'm standing, that dude's open every play.
What are you doing on 3rd and 8? Run up the gut to set up a field goal? Scott Frost style? That's not like you, bro. That's not like you.
But that's what this team is. Like, I understand they're really trying to take the next step, but you're a run-heavy, not very good, gritty type of offense, and you rely on your defense. Like, you get to trying to do stuff that you're not yet, and you turn balls over in the end zone and lose games.
So from the 9-yard line, 3rd down. They can get a first down without benefit of touchdown at the 1. Harburg only 1 for his last 6 in the air.
Harburg in shotgun.
They're short here, a man up to the field. Now you can run it to the short side of the
field. So disorganized.
Yeah. Barely got that play off in time. Harburg screen. Come on, Fleek Daddy. Just get down, baby boy. All right. All right. I'll take it. 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 Get out there, Alvano.
Gordon Hall with the stop. So they'll get an opportunity at 3 to tie the
Shadell says, why throw it underneath like that? What do you think, Gary?
Because it's safer. You're not throwing into the tighter backfield. You know what I mean? When the field short like that, you're going to but it's kind of the same thing as what you and I were just talking about. Like, you run it, kill a little more clock, get a couple yards, and kick the field goal. Maybe he breaks it.
Freshman from Omaha.
Give him a chance to do what he's trying to do there. Catch the defense biting on the other side.
Most field goals in a game. He had 5 and 16 in the season. 27 career field goals, for the most in Nebraska Class A history. This will be a 24-yarder. Huskers only have 5 field goals this season.
Kick is off, and it's got to be good, right? Good, 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 good. Let's get a kick into the end zone for a touchback so we don't risk any sort of,
Take another look at it here.
you know.
I'm really happy for that dude, man. Albano. The way he's
absolutely,
bro.
bro.
Like,
Absolutely.
That's got to be tough on you, but
On a freshman.
mentally be able to just
he's got speed, but
get past it.
Rules just tell him, throw that ball away, man. Come on.
Yep.
And that's just good.
Throw it out of bounds.
Right, he understands this personality of this quarterback, and he's giving him a little bit. Not too much to break his will, but just enough to let him know.
What?
He is the ultimate CEO.
Just reading Rule's lips when he was
got his hands on everything.
ripping Harburg's ass after that interception he threw.
But he has a staff that he gives plenty of autonomy to, and his management skills. He did this at Temple. He did it at Baylor. And he's discovered some great guys to be on his staff. He doesn't necessarily have to know guys really well. Like Tony White was someone that he worked with briefly, knew him a little bit when Tony was at UCLA and his history with San Diego State, but he has just tremendous trust. Now, Satterfield is offensive coordinator, different story. They've sort of grown in the business together, but has a wonderful feel for the
Kick is away. It is into the end zone. They are going to down it. And hopefully they'll, you know, just, I mean, not that it's a big deal, but it would be back-breaking if they were able to throw something here and get a play off and score. But Living in Omaha said, Gary, work your magic on the staff at halftime.
For sure. I'm going to have to go upstairs. Call them because I got in my film room.
Yeah,
I got the big board where I can plays for them stuff, so I can see it. But I won't be gone long.
Because he had a little more nucleus.
The only play I really need to
draw some stuff up for him.
More consistently. That's all I'm gonna do.
And boy, oh boy, just getting bowl eligible, which is what is at stake today, is a huge first step in year 1.
Shotgun from Michigan State. They're going to run it up the gut. Going to get cracked. Going down, and we're going into halftime. 10-10, baby. All things considered, I'm okay with it, man. How do you feel?
From a both side of the ball standpoint, I feel like it's one of the worst games execution wise. Like they're lucky. They're lucky that Michigan State's where they're at, but it's also that whole, like, usually every little thing would be a reason to lose, and I feel like they've done plenty to piss the game away, but still being tied is like a positive. Obviously things are getting better, but
do you feel like
just sloppy play?
Do you feel like being on the road is giving us problems? Like the fact that we don't, we're not at home for this.
Like, is contributing to the shitty play?
Yeah.
Or execution on stuff? No. I mean, I really don't. I don't know. I don't know from a player to player standpoint what people really think, but like, I don't know. Where you play, to me, never made a difference, like execution wise, things like that, other than obviously if the crowd's so loud you can't hear snap count, you gotta go silent counts or things like that. But I don't think if they're playing in Lincoln, Harburg's more accurate passing and the line's doing better picking up blitzes, and the defenses, guys aren't getting burnt or overcommitting on misdirections or trick plays or things. You know what I mean? Like I don't see that being a real factor.
I just feel like if we were at home, we'd have a lead because our crowd is so intense.
Because you might affect their offense a little more. But I'm just saying, like, take that out of it. You're looking at, you can find execution errors all across every position on both sides of the ball for us. Ooh.
What happened?
That catch?
Yeah.
They're showing highlights.
Yeah.
And just caught it like between his two fingers.
We're going to need a catch like that with the passes we're getting from Harburg, bro.
Well, that one we hit Fedoni, one of the last ones, if that dude, he's not that tall and long, able to stretch out, he's airmailing that one over.
That's kind of what I wanted them to do on that last play, instead of that screen. I was kind of hoping they would target him. No.
Yeah, but with the screen, you're basically dialing up a run play, but you're trying to get him. Obviously, we let him through, or kind of the misdirection, the opposite side screen, or whatever, to give him, if he can beat a guy or two, you've got an option to score. But Harburg just, you don't give a shit. Like, well, this is where I'm throwing.
Yeah, well, there's that. And that is kind of like, I feel like the silent issue that we haven't brought up too much about why his passes aren't always so exciting, because he's not making reads very often. I've seen him go through progressions a couple of times here and there, but mostly he's got a guy he's going to, and he's going to that guy, and he's got a guy he wants to go to, and he's going to that guy. Like, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. I think as far as the passing game goes, there's no reason to think they're going to get away from it at this point. But they need to start getting targets at Malachi, but having him go in motion, because that corner cannot stay with him. He keeps grabbing him, keeps holding him. You can see, like, when Malachi puts anything on him and goes, he has to grab him because he can't keep up. I'd get him in some little motions where he can't get his hands on him early and let Malachi go to work on him. But you got to be accurate and hit him. But I think he could really hurt their secondary in the second half if he can execute, obviously, but if they dial up some plays for him.
Dion says black shirt's playing okay, just not dominant. I agree with that. Just okay. And I feel like if we're at home, we'd be somewhere in between dominant and okay, not dominant.
I don't know, man. They're just, guys are getting beat in the secondary. They're overcommitting on, like, cutbacks and misdirections. The trick play, obviously, got them. They're biting a lot on play action. I don't know, man. I don't know that being at home changes that much. Like I said, I think you could say the crowd noise could affect them, what they're doing a little bit, but I feel like guys are just not completely playing disciplined defense.
It's almost like they know they're going up against Michigan State, which is normally an opponent that is better than us, and they haven't realized, like, you guys can do this. Like, you guys can beat them. It's almost like they're in their own heads because it's Michigan State.
Yeah, that's what I was saying with like kind of hoping they'd be down at halftime to let it hurt a little more, but I don't know that would.
Jose says, on a good note, our coaches make awesome halftime adjustments.
I agree with that.
And that it's true. We're gonna need it again. My boy Diego in the house from Suns Valley.
Diego.
Yeah, man, it's pretty much the same setup, just all black and red and stuff, Appreciate you coming over, bro. How's Sundo doing? Tell Sundo to put the game in Discord for me so I can watch both games at the same time, please. You still don't have it up in there. So, anything stand out to you in the stats, man?
Let me look at stats.
I got them pulled up on screen.
Oh, well, I can't see on my. Yeah, man, I can't read that. Oh wait.
Well, pull it up in a different window then, so you can maybe put those reading glasses you've got on. We don't mind if you look real old.
That's good. That's real good.
K-State getting worked by Texas. So, what teams do we need to start losing around us? Like, who do we need to
Minnesota.
be rooting? We need Minnesota to lose.
We need Minnesota to drop one game and us to win out. If or as we lose, then we'd need other teams to go down or whatever. But
okay,
because we still have Wisconsin and Iowa, so if we were to beat them, good. Minnesota beating us, I think we have the same record, so they got the tiebreaker. I can't remember.
Dude, Texas's quarterback has the dopest freaking dreads. Like, it looks like if he undid his hair, it would go down to the ground. He's got so much braids coming out of his helmet. Malik Murphy must be young, and I guess their starter's hurt. I don't know.
I'd like to see the receivers get a few more run calls. The speedier guys, like with some misdirection and around type stuff, or have them motion into the backfield in the second half. I feel like they do like one or two of those a game or whatever, and it's decent. What did Lloyd had like a 6-yard run, right?
Yeah, on that end around.
Yeah.
Couldn't break it, but it was, a little successful. So, yeah, I'm going to pull the stats up and be damn self.
I'm looking now. I'm not seeing anything crazy. I mean, they're not.
Let's see here.
They've got, 30 yards rushing with their running backs? Somewhere around there.
35 from Carter, 12 from Hauser, -6 from Mangum, and
but the 12 from Hauser's, he hasn't been sacked. Never mind, because college does that. They take the sacks away from, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always just leave the quarterbacks out unless they're obvious running quarterbacks. But I mean, statistic-wise, on the defensive side, that like trick play, that Alante Brown throw, and then when you said there was a big that I missed on the opening drive. Big play.
You think when Alante Brown switched over to Michigan State, he became a 5-star, top 10 recruit in the country?
I'm sure he went up in
ranking. Oh, he chose a school we like. Okay. Yeah. We're seeing things differently now. Fleeks with 17 yards on 3 carries. Maybe we need to get Fleeks the ball a little bit more. Harburg's got 7 carries for 17.
We need the run game to, like, that's what I'm saying. Get some variety.
Emmett Johnson,
but do a lot more running.
Emmett Johnson and Anthony Grant are both averaging over 4 yards or more per carry.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like them to have more than 12 carries between the two of them. Bedoni's been our best receiver with 43 yards, 3 receptions, 3 targets. Not wasting any action to him. But other than that, man, we just can't get the ball in anybody else's hands. Bullock's got a couple of grabs.
I think you got to go real run heavy the second half. Mix in some of the receivers. Obviously, your quarterback can run.
I mean, we only have 1 sack total. Combined with Reimer and Bayer. Like, how many times have they dropped back to throw? I guess just 10 throws and 1 sack. That's not a bad ratio if we're able to sack them every 10 times.
Yeah, we're not sending a lot either. Like that.
I agree.
We brought the linebackers and got a sack there, but there's a lot where they're just having the 4 go, or sometimes they're lining up 4, what guys dropping or trying to cover the edge, and only 3 are actually going in. But you'd like to see, even if it is a 3 or 4 man front, you'd like to see the Hutmacher and Robinson start causing some issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bullying their way through. Play a little bully ball.
Pull up me chat here.
That's what I was just getting into.
Welcome anybody that's just joining, man. Help us out. Hit that like button. Let me see what we're at. 69. Maybe don't hit the like button.
Just leave it.
Maybe we stay at 69 for good luck for the Skurs. What's going on? GB2G Life said number 10 keeps us humble. But, like, don't you feel bad that we don't have a better option at quarterback? I mean, we put Sims back in last game to see what we could get. All right, here's an opportunity. What do you think? Fumble! Dude thought we called a fumble Rooski.
Portal said if this was a Frost coach team, I'd feel like we're about to give this game away. But with Rule, I feel like we'll come out on fire in the second half and smack him in the mouth.
Portal, I agree, but I feel like I'm halfway. I hope that. I wouldn't even have hope for that.
I think we're going to win. Yeah, I think we're going to win. I'm not super confident it'll come out like the on fire thing, but I think the defense will be a little bit more sound. And I think I hope, but I also kind of assume that they're going to lean into the run a little bit more. Grant looks awful besides the 1 long run. He's only got, 3 or 4 carries? I don't think he's really awful. I think 2 of his carries, he had guys just firing in on him before he could really make his first step. The one, he just got the ball pitched to him because of the bad snap. I don't know. We'll see. He probably said, for some reason, we ran outside tackle well. So Sat, in his infinite wisdom, started running between the tackles for 1 to 3 yard gains.
What do you think about that? I mean, is it important to have variety in the way that you run?
Yeah, especially if you're going to run a lot. But with them, as much as they're passing, they're a lot of their blitz, not even packages, but like they're doing like delayed blitzes fairly often, and it's not like really delayed, but like the play develop and then a guy shoots, right? Or like the one where Grant got, was it Grant that got submarine, where that dude came off the edge? There's not too much of that coming off the edge. A lot of it is either there hasn't been a ton, but there's been some like stunts on the line. But once a gap is, the guy's coming, so I think that's why you have more success on the outside. I agree. Like, spread them, keep running wide and make the corners and safeties worry about that. Out in the flats, the outside linebackers, things like that. Don't let them do their thing, but regardless what you're doing, if it's working, why do you flip it? They say he's doing the thing where instead of running forward, he does the sideways crap. I saw him miss a wide open hole to bounce outside and get pummeled by Forte. Yeah, I think he's talking about Grant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That was the same one where I'm like, why the hell you try to bounce it out?
What's going on, Jennifer?
Work outside of your offensive lineman's leverage.
Jose says Purdy might be our best thrower. Wonder if he's polished off some. In the beginning of the year, whether it was coach speak or not, I don't know, but Rule was singing the praises of Purdy. I mean, obviously, you're kind of going to sing
the praises. But he still sings Sims praises.
That's true.
Which good, good. You want
I don't think
aren't going to be upset with that.
I don't think Purdy should be your best passer unless he's taken some steps. I mean, but he is. He is your best passer.
I would assume so.
I would think he, from what I saw last year, even he's the best passer, but he's also a good runner too. He just doesn't really have that top end speed. He's just a tough nosed runner, D Park said Purdy can't throw worth a lick. At least he couldn't last few games I saw him last year. Yeah, see, he's a running quarterback, probably first two. Not like a high-end running quarterback, but his strength was his running, not his passing. But his passing is probably still the best we have. And there's no risk of him coming into the game. It's not like he's going to take Harburg's spot at any moment. It's just, I don't know, man. Do you pull out all the stops like that? Do you try to see what you can get out of a passer on certain downs to give Michigan State a different look?
No, not in the middle of the game.
Yeah, I agree.
If we're down bad or whatever, I mean, it's just, I wouldn't start panicking or going crazy with stuff. Just try to get guys to settle down and be a little bit more disciplined, especially on the defensive side. Try to get your offensive line to be a little bit more aware of what they're doing when they send blitzes. Lean into the run a little bit more. Tell Harburg, bro, you can throw a ball away once in a while.
Have you ever had Wendy's breakfast?
No.
Anybody in
fast food, man.
Anybody in the chat ever had Wendy's breakfast? Just saw commercials, got me wondering. Any good MWI? I mean, I would never think to go to Wendy's for breakfast. Have you had Chick-fil-A breakfast?
Yeah, my
bro. Who wants a breakfast chicken sandwich?
Have you had it?
No, I mean, I feel
then you
like
shut your mouth.
So, what did you get? A chicken sandwich on a biscuit?
It has egg and
chicken on it?
Well, they had sausage ones, they had chicken ones, they had, I can't remember what they had, but they didn't, what he got, I've only had it like 2 or 3 times because my old boss would bring it in sometimes, but that's Debbie. I can't remember what he did, but he ordered asked them to make this type of a deal and then he'd bring them in for us. It wasn't like a regular thing, I guess. So I don't know.
I wish Runza would have done breakfast while I was up there.
Do they?
I don't think they have breakfast.
I don't think they do.
Maybe I will try Chick-fil-A. Everybody seems pretty confident in it.
It was really good. You know, I'm a Burger King breakfast dude.
Yeah. For real, Shadell's. Fast food breakfast, I just think is better than fast food dinner, usually. I don't know. Depends on the place, but like McDonald's breakfast, very enjoyable. But I'm not eating McDonald's normally, you know.
I don't eat breakfast, and I don't really eat fast food, so it's super rare. And if I ever do, I'm just grabbing the croissant from Burger King, because that's one of my all-time favorites.
That was my all-time favorite for a long time, but, you know, I feel like their quality has gone down. Here in Texas, it's way down.
Shadell's is spot on.
Runs it from the 90s. Man, that's really sad.
You haven't had... It don't even have to be from the 90s. Runs it from like 2 years ago. Be fine with me. 3 years ago.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Do you think they got to do Meat Company or something?
They did something with that shit. It's not.
What up, Corn Man?
Ain't right.
Yeah, G2B, I'm in Austin. There's good options here in Austin, but I'm a Runza guy through and through. I don't eat the actual Runzas. I just get burgers, but yeah, they're talking about what the Huskers need to do. Harburg accuracy, I'll say. Yeah, Portal, absolutely. You know, absolutely. I'd run for a wall for the man, too. Rule's really, really great motivational speaker.
Rule?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Especially that one, the most recent one, whatever. I told you about that. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
Stay away from said problems.
It's going to be good for recruiting. I'll tell you that.
It's a very intriguing way to look at it, and then maybe another way to look at it is.
Me too, Jay Curry.
Been taken advantage of. If you're Sparty, it's explosive.
Jay Curry says, "Do you think Georgia Bulldogs beat Mizzou today?" I would imagine.
The receiver streaking downfield.
You know,
sure.
Going to the very, very exclusive ways of scoring
points.
Harburg under center.
So far, when you look at explosive plays, which is more than
pitch to Grant, who gets 2, maybe 3.
Michigan State's had the bigger plays that led to a touchdown, and included a trick play, the one with Alante Brown that you touched on, as Anthony Grant takes that one ahead for a gain of 3.
He said they could call it Brunza, breakfast Runza. I'd smash.
That seminal moment of turnovers could happen to either team, because that's been their problem throughout this season and in most games in which they've lost.
All right, call this play for me.
It's second down and 7.
I didn't see who went up top. They got a little stack down.
There he goes.
Another run for Grant up the middle, gouges him.
The second level in a heartbeat. Dylan Tatum, we talk about everything moving left, and then he cuts back right.
Coming out with some more power running in
the
start the second half.
And what we call that middle 8 is what I call fact patterns, right? Both these excellent staffs have got to find ways to take advantage of some of those weaknesses. Matt Rule's probably the best of all of you. You call him a CEO. He's a good football man as well. And this counterpart has the same ability. Which staff is able to seize the opportunities that perhaps were not seen in the first half, in these first 4 minutes
with
of the
one
second
back.
half? We call it the middle 8.
Back up the middle again, same play.
Let's go, first down, baby.
Another first down move
10, 11-yard game.
By Gross, number 15. There, Marcus Satterfield is, as we mentioned, the son of a coach.
3 straight runs, 2 of them over 10 yards.
He was the O-line coach with the Carolina Panthers. I think the opportunity to go to Carolina for Matt, even though he learned that he's really not an NFL coach, gave him an opportunity to spend more time with Marcus. And then Satterfield had great success and helped
same exact play, dude.
Harburg keeper, though. Run him down. Ooh, good tackle by Michigan State, number 34, Majid.
Give him a chance.
Yeah, I thought he was going to run him over, bro.
Who's 16? 16 Lloyd. Whatever.
Damn,
they keep going that bunch formation on the bottom. He goes in motion, and then it's
second down and 10.
It's a read. Now they're going wide.
Now Malachi Coleman, number
3
15,
wide,
a
8
speedster
back.
down at the
Is
bottom
that
of the
Grant
screen.
back in? Is that Johnson still?
And again, the handoff is to Grant. And he negotiates to the 46-yard line. Call it 4. 3rd and 6 coming up. Malik Spencer with the stop. Young man out of Buford, Georgia.
These young defenders, Cal Holiday and company, some of them have got to be able to get off these blocks because what Sparty is doing is trying to defend with numbers.
Passing here.
When you see a single safety back there by himself, that means most of the numbers are near.
Portal, exactly the same, man. Portal, where are you at in Arizona? I lived in AZ too for a little while.
They're doing a decent job of it, but again, that means there's an opportunity for one of these.
My Phoenix Suns channel is live right now too. My buddy's doing a solo stream without me.
4 wide, Anderson.
Harburg,
nice
dude, he
throw.
hit you in the hands, Bullock.
That was a nice throw. Timing throw.
It was.
That ball was out before he turned. It was right there. You got to catch that, man.
Might have shocked him.
That was his best throw of the day.
It's a pivot route.
Maybe his best throw, like everything, timing, placement.
He's not reading anything. You know the route that you're going to run. He doesn't. Now, if his eyes were
that
back
throwing
to the
motion,
looking at the
dude.
quarterback, then you're concerned because he can jump that out cut. But these receivers have got to win against man coverage to have a shot.
No one more upset than the man himself.
Way to piss away a good start to the second half, man. It came out with great runs, and then all of a sudden,
the 13 with a fair catch.
Our defense needs to be on point right now, man.
By Brian Buscini, young man from
No more of this getting pushed around shit. You need to start pushing them around.
I'm going to be right back.
All right, man. All right, let me get this Gamecast back up while I'm at it. Gamecast. There we go. So we can actually see a little bit more of the action on screen here. Man. Really thought we had something going that drive. Now we're stuck with a Geico commercial. Beatty, what's going on? Said, catch the damn ball. Come on. I mean, with Bullock, when he got that starting job in the beginning of the season, I was just thinking like, well, he must have sure hands. And between that drop and some of the punt drops, I don't know, man. I don't know how sure-handed he is anymore. D-Park says, I truly think that Bullock has more drops than catches this year. Well, I mean, he's a walk-on, you know? He's a walk-on starter. That's where we're at. Because, you know, Marcus Washington gets injured. Sadly, he was killing it for us. Imagine if we still had Marcus Washington on this team. Oh my gosh, that even just that. We don't have our main go-to slot receiver, check down receiver doing anything but catching punts and fair catching them. Billy Kemp. What was our boy who just lost the love of football and decided he's not going to play football anymore? What the hell was that about? Couldn't hack it in Rule's new training camp. Like, we are down bad for receivers. We really are. Oh, yeah, Eric Gilbert. Oh, my gosh. Betts. Thank you, Joel. Betts. Would have been so nice to have Betts. He was super talented. Hopefully he wants to play next season.
Scoring drive was 6 plays, 75 yards for Michigan State. It's interesting, Spencer. We know that they've had problems protecting the ball, both of these teams. They have confidence in their quarterback, but they want to give their quarterback an opportunity to be successful and protect them. Jay Johnson talked a great deal
Spartans with the ball.
about said protection when we
shotgun. Play action. Right up over the middle. Bullock got beat. And that's a nice 20, 15, 25-yard gainer. Can't tell. Big gain. Big gain. Yep, Portal lost IGC.
2 passes for 55. That's 27.5 yards average. They just got 28 here.
And I just told you how to get it. You got to throw the ball. You throw the ball on the early downs against a crowded front.
Yeah, MWI. We ain't getting to the quarterback at all. We got 1 sack on the game. It's
sometimes the numbers
not good.
come into play.
Better than no sacks, but pass out to the edge. Unbelievably nice tackle from Hartzog.
Is that Hartzog or
Yeah, Hartzog.
It was a bullet.
Beautiful.
Hartzog with the stop, number 13, a gain of 5.
Tim, there are 2 parts to analytics. First of all, they will tell you what the proclivities are or the tendencies are, but you still have to have the ability to break apart with what's traditional. As you take a look at the
Yeah, Beatty. Malachi and Harburg have no chemistry.
Understands this on the defensive side, but this offense just got it. It seemed like a moment ago for Sparty, throwing on first down, finding a man breaking in the middle of those zones for big yardage. That's what the key is.
Alante Brown checks
They got
in.
some quicker guys on the edges now, though.
Shotgun. Handoff. Running out to the edge. Short side. Oh, my God.
Boy, he almost broke that. He just touched. But as he was trying to cut back, oh boy, he had an
I've been more
opportunity to run out of
optimistic
the terrain.
during a game, bro. I'll tell you that.
3rd down and a yard to go.
What's that?
I've been more optimistic during a game
He turns that corner, man. Look at
this
Brown.
season.
He sees what he wants to go.
I'm not very optimistic right now.
He goes clearly out of bounds, but shows you some of that.
Like just in general overall.
Was
or-
that Alante?
Was enough to get him out.
Good Lord, he almost
Mangum
broke one
checks
on
in at
us.
Running back, Jaron Mangum. 1 out of 5 on 3rd down conversions. And they're in 4-down territory when you think about it. He's going to throw it.
3rd and 1. Just had to throw it away. That's
good
kind of a
defense on the
silly
back end.
call offensively for them, bro.
You would
They
think
probably know they're going
that
for
they
it.
would go for it here on 4th down.
And I would prefer to move my quarterback versus off coverage.
True that,
So
right.
When I say off coverage, those linebackers or cornerbacks are about maybe 8 to 10 yards off the ball. And you can see it on the backside. This is what's happening, man coverage. But the quarterback has got to be able to move, too, and take advantage of that and run the ball. And he's got man locked up.
Now that play call certainly suggested they were going on 4th down, and they are. Mangum remains the setback.
5 down.
Oh, baby!
God, wrap up.
Man, if he had handed that off to the running back.
That was Robinson, dude. He's got to make that
By
tackle.
Reimer, number 4.
I can tell you that Sam Levitt.
Reimer blew it up so that, you know, they didn't have an option of the handoff, and then
Outstanding
Robinson
job
just
of the
whiffs on the
counter motion,
tackle.
Just faking it right there to the back.
Oh, that was Bullock. Sorry, I thought it was Reimer.
The middle linebacker
Dang,
takes
man.
the would-be runner. Hauser just
Reimer
dives
made the
forward. It's a
tackle.
numbers
My
advantage at
bad.
that point.
Quality read by Hauser. Redshirt freshman from Anaheim,
Hauser gonna
California,
QB draw
calls
up the
again,
gut and get hit.
And he forges ahead for at least 3. to
Dang.
the 45-yard
Sherman with the
line.
nice hit, though.
Sherman comes away with the stop.
Don't get to call Sherman's name a lot, man.
2nd down coming up.
Not like I thought we would
No,
be.
Him and Judy both, I thought, would be more impactful. But like Borders, you haven't heard a lot from him
That's true.
lately. I don't know where Cam Leonard's at. It's like they're not trying to
You
blitz
know, the
too much.
longtime defensive coordinator for
I mean, this drive you're seeing a little bit
Matt
more
Rule
shots in
was
there.
a
and they're
gentleman
pulling
by
up
the
that
name
way.
of
Hauser rolls out.
There you go.
Great tackle, Gifford, doing his Reimer impression.
Retire from the game. Isaac Gifford making that stop against Mangum.
Dude, all these
It'll be 3rd down
single-digit
and 10 coming
linebackers
up.
with that shoulder.
Watch Gifford track
Trace
this.
thing.
Yeah.
So you can see him
Yeah.
number 2 sitting here.
Heinrich,
Eyeball in the
Reimer, and Gifford
backfield,
all
eyes through to the rookie receiver. He
that.
does a fantastic job. The only thing, if I'm nitpicking, I would say that head needs to be across the front thigh as opposed to behind the guy. A strong back or tight end can run out of that type of tackle.
Shotgun.
3rd down
3rd and 10.
Hauser with time.
Throws away. Great throw. Great catch. Just, dude, this is not
Spartans on the
it,
move.
man. This ain't it.
That's a big boy.
You got a team you're going up against who's got a 6-game losing streak, and you can't stop their offense. What the hell?
But it's more than just elementary. That right there takes a lot of confidence
That right
and
leg's got
execution.
like a
He
little
looked like a
twisted up.
St. John Bosco guy on that throw, didn't he?
They need to start. I agree, Zaga. We got to start sending some guys.
For Hauser.
Yeah,
This
well, the
shit ain't
D-line's gotta
working.
stop with the gap stuff. Like, it's just
He'll take it himself.
like they're worried about the
Quarterback
line.
run. I can't
There you
believe
go.
he didn't slide.
That got back to the line of scrimmage. If he got
Hauser goes down.
Hartzog was quick.
And it seems like they've really settled on Hauser this game. They were moving around quarterbacks.
Particularly in the secondary. As we look at the far trips left.
The safety's going to have to be on point because now that they're bringing pressure up, they're going to try and test them deep here in a minute.
Great tackle.
When you do this, is an old Art Briles concept, guys. When you give those funky looks way out to the border, they're just trying to distract from you. They'll turn around and run dive. They're just trying to see what your response is going to be. Now you got to watch the next 2 plays here.
Not yours. You don't like him.
You don't quickly
because he's not a white.
Making the stop. Going 3 and 4 deep, shuffling in.
Cody said, "Now's the time of year where Nebraska does Nebraska stuff." I was hoping we had gotten that out of our system.
Every call has a meaning.
Yep.
Third down.
Look at this line. How many are going to go?
Shotgun. We got some pressure, but it's a screen.
That's all right.
Come on, boys. Great gang tackling. Let's go. Throw his ass to the ground.
Dropping.
Don't you call a flag. Don't you throw a flag.
Who was it that dropped out of that? Like, that was perfect.
Once he got out of bounds, but it didn't.
Newsom was over there. DeAndre Barnes was over there. A whole slew of black shirts found a way to get to him, and they're just populating the ball. Trying to sneak in a screen there, take advantage of some of those aggressive defenders, and just didn't work.
Yo, there was a little bit of extracurricular shove over here by Newsom.
Fans don't like the quickness of that Nebraska perimeter. Well, that's how you're supposed to play the game.
4th down, we're going to get a field goal here from Kim.
51-yarder. His longest is 58.
You got a man short, though. You better get out there.
Have to call a timeout.
They can't get lined up.
Timeout taken.
Timeout. Michigan State. They're first of the half.
Did you read his lips?
What he I didn't. What did he say?
Calm the fuck down.
God.
Force from the punt on a previous series, and this one right here.
Did you see that D'Antonio right by his side on the sidelines? Mark D'Antonio.
They only got 10.
Dude, a missed field goal or a block here would hit so hard.
D'Antonio, who was just to the left of Harlan Barnett and has really been his mentor since taking over as head coach, and he was dialed up right out of retirement, spending time with his grandkids. And at practice yesterday, I noticed he kept his distance.
Is that D'Antoni?
But surveyed, and when he came
to
speak, everyone listened.
51 yards here. Hopefully that iced Kim, right? Come on. Come on. You got it.
Got a big leg.
Yep.
Big kick, man.
When you hit from 58.
And our offense has just gone completely stagnant, dude. We need a touchdown.
From Fredericksburg, Virginia, transferred out of North Carolina. He's now 3 of 5 on 50-plus yard field goals. Hello, how do you do?
Man. I don't know why I'm stressing out so bad. It's just 13-10. It just doesn't feel like we have control of this game. Like we're not in control, they are, right?
I don't know. I mean, defense settled in and forced a 51-yard field goal when it looked like they were just going to keep getting gouged all the way down the field. The passing game just will not work. You see when Harburg does make good throws. Who was it that dropped the one? Grant had the one. A little bit of a tough catch, it looked like, but Bullock dropping that one that hit him. Couldn't have been any more on target.
Joel says I'd put in Sims and run him till the wheels come off. They're already off, Joel.
Well, I'd say the wheels.
We were in the exact same boat as you last week and the week before. It's like, yeah, let's put him in. Let's just, use him in some sort of packages. And he got in and looked bad. I'll say this. I would maybe give him one chance, but he ain't taking a snap. Like, I'd put him in the backfield as like a decoy or let him run the ball. Maybe on an end around, something like that. But I'm done. I'm done with Sims. He's done with himself.
No matter what, so no matter what position you put him in, unless you're using him as a decoy, I mean, you can't trust putting the ball in his hands.
You just can't, dude. You just can't. Like,
which sucks, man, because there's a lot of talent there.
2 times as bad, at least, as Grant. The way you mistrust Grant, you know. Bacophobia says, this is about how everyone thought it would be, isn't it? I thought we'd do better than this. You thought we'd do better than this.
Yeah.
I said 24-14 Huskers, I think. You know? But we just can't score, man. We can't move the ball on them at all. It's really tragic.
From 51 yards. And a little Sweet Caroline has the fans going. I'm impressed, Spencer, with the crowd on hand today. Coming in, I was really thinking
comes the
that,
kick.
The way Big Red travels, we might see as much red as we saw green, but the Spartans credit, it is family weekend, it's senior day, it means a lot.
Yeah,
and
Tim,
the support has been outstanding here for a team with an interim coach that's endured so much off the field.
It could be so much better. This is the 100th year of Spartan Stadium, and the celebration could have been going on all year long, man.
Yeah. And it was shortly after we left from the Central Michigan game when the news broke. And it's
5:11 left on the third quarter clock. 13-10 Michigan State. Huskers offense coming onto the field. Gary stuffing his face more than likely.
Yeah,
I thought you fasted during the day. Why are you so hungry during these streams?
I haven't eaten dinner the last 2 nights, and that's usually all I eat.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Some meat
Leftover
sticks or
hunger.
cheese or something.
Oh my gosh, Grant goes down to the backfield 3 yards deep.
They're just sending
make the play out of
a lot of guys. Like, you almost got to start going back to some screens, or you do need to get the fullback and just start trying to power it up the middle.
I haven't seen the option, a triple option ran really at all this whole game.
I don't know that would work much, the way they're sending guys towards those edges.
What the runner is doing in that situation. That's a great defense.
Scotty Hazelton's really got to be pleased. This is the 7th tackle for loss that his Spartans defense has come up with.
Back in 2-by-2 set.
The shotgun, Harburg.
Who's the backfield? Brand?
Harburg stepping up. Oh my gosh, dude.
If you're gonna run, run. Why you tuck the ball and then stop 2 yards behind line of scrimmage and dance around? He had lanes. He could have at least got forward yards.
This is bad, bro. This is bad. The momentum just keeps going in Michigan State's favor.
Like, plays like that, that's what I'm talking about. Like, dump that to your speed guys, man. He's got no one running with him over there. You can turn that into a huge game.
Scotty Hazelton, one of the really quality defensive
Michigan State crowd is juiced right now to the gills. Harburg escapes pressure, flushed out to the right.
Half of his line watching.
Golly, man.
That's an outstanding defensive sequence.
Special teams coming right back out. We're going to need our defense to get a turnover and maybe a score. MWI, I agree, says this is tough to watch.
This is the worst I've seen Harburg since he came in.
I agree.
Indecisive running, no decision making whatsoever in passing. Hit and miss when he makes the right zone.
Shanked kick, shanked kick, and our kicker looked like a Mario Kart car that ran over a banana after he kicked the ball. Did he hurt himself kicking it?
He looked like it.
offense will have it in great shape.
Looked like when he planted, like he rolled his ankle up or something.
This is bad, bro. This is ugly.
It's ugly and it's bad, and we're only down 3.
Yeah. But it doesn't feel like we're only down 3. You know? It doesn't feel like it. Let's say this. It doesn't feel like it matters that we're only down 3. Because it doesn't feel like we're going to score again. A touchdown feels very improbable unless the defense gets it for you. And the defense isn't even that crazy good today. They're not bad. 13 points ain't bad. But
it's just everything going bad. The offensive line is looking as bad as they have all, worse than they have all year. Harburg seems to be having his worst game. You got guys dropping balls. They're not picking up blitzes very well because they're kind of disguising them and coming from different areas. The defense isn't playing as dominant or as sound as it has. And it's one of those deals like you hear Rule talk about where you're going to have situations, especially in Big Ten play, where you've got to weather storms and it's what happens in the fourth quarter matters more and things like that. And that's kind of what I'm saying with it only being 3. Like, everything's going wrong for you and you're still in it. You're keeping yourself alive. It's like, can they take the next step to like, okay, we weathered the storm, now break through and get some things going. But they've got to find something on offense to just at least extend drives. Start grinding towards field goal range or whatever. But I felt like the defense after those first couple big plays last drive really made some adjustments, started stacking the line more, trying to get pressure on the quarterback, but leaving guys to pick up those screen plays or those quick dump off options that the quarterback would have. I'm just worried if they stick with that, Michigan State's going to start trying to test deep. And we've seen the secondary's had trouble sticking with guys today. So you just got to power through this, man. If you've turned the corner and you're not the same old Huskers or whatever, this is the type of shit, man. It's going to be ugly. Best teams in the country get in rough games. I think they said Ohio State was having trouble with Rutgers earlier. It's like, it's going to happen. Like, how do you respond? How do you make your adjustments and keep going without panicking or just this is over and give up?
Nice 5-yard run for Michigan State.
4, maybe 5. We'll give him 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 coming up. Javin Wright, number 33. Young man out of
Buddha with the tackle.
Making the tackle.
Get her done weigh in on you yet, Tim?
Yeah.
I'm just shocked.
Our friend Dan Whitney. Yeah. We miss coming to games in Lincoln. Yeah, good old Dan. AKA
2nd and 5.
Blue collar fan.
Shotgun. They're going to throw out to the edge. Great catch.
Can't let ours getting held.
First down.
Side of the field. Tommy Hill in coverage.
Tyrell dropped a couple of passes yesterday, but man, if you want to make this make your heart palpitate just a little bit right here, he can throw it though. He's got nice touch on the ball.
Right in front of God and everyone, but no flag. Absolutely. That's cool.
That was a pass that needed some of that arc.
Getting cooked by a backup quarterback, bro.
To make it catchable. When you have a guy that has trouble seating the ball and catching it, that's what a good quarterback will do.
4th career reception for that young guy.
Shotgun. Leonard gets the sack. Let's go.
Crazy when he doesn't have a guy tackling.
Makes the tackle. So that's a negative play.
Finally some pressure. And how many did we draw? How many did we send? Just 4.
Coming up, Phil Leonard, wonderful job of just arm over despite
he got doubled and everything. That dude, I get he's a freshman.
He's a star.
They like to roll.
He's a future star.
But I'd put that dude out there every chance I could.
Getting some help over there, just couldn't.
Namack has been a guy that's been hurt and replaced during the course of the year. Dallas Fincher's come in. Vandermark's had to play a little center, but they're happy to have Samac
4 down again.
Back, and this is his senior day, a red shirt senior.
They're going, right?
2nd down and 18.
Right.
They hand off right up the gut and get stopped for 1. Maybe 2.
Linhart again making the stop. Freshman from Staten Island, New York.
Blaze Gummerson, number 97, really dipped in there, the right defensive end, and was helping in on that play. As you said, Isaac Gifford was involved as well. But in the interior line, there's
150 passing yards for Hauser.
Linebackers, and then of course
Probably 145 yards more than Harburg has today passing.
So anybody could be a star on any given play. Got to stay engaged.
Keep waiting for Harold Joyner to make a play. The redshirt freshman from Lee County. Transfer from Auburn.
Shotgun, 3rd and 16. Got some pressure.
Backside pressure one more time, and great defensive work.
Williams.
Williams, he's the one that came in the end of the was it Illinois or was it
sophomore comes in to make
who did we play after Illinois? Was it I think Northwestern maybe? Got sacked and
Tim,
was talking about he just came up off the scout team.
Two guys that are kind of giving a faux look, right? These guys will
watch this.
Give the indication that they're blitzing.
Just goes wide and gets around him. Speed.
33. Wonderful job of understanding what's going on in front. Then giving that
That's a skinny defensive lineman, bro.
Excellent defense.
You got to be young, right?
Give Tony White credit.
Oh, almost got to that kick.
That's the 4th different defensive end we've seen.
And we've got a fair catch from Kemp.
Catch at the 6.
On punt returns.
Rushy G says, let's go. D's finally waking up. Now we need our offense. We need some of that energy to transfer, man.
Become a head coach one day.
Can we put Cam Leonard in the quarterback or running back?
Seriously. I don't know, man. You got hope for this game? I wish I did. I wish I could muster it up and lie and be that positive guy, but I'm negative today, man. This game's got me negative. I don't believe in this offense today.
No.
Rizip said, hell yeah, we got this.
I think we do. I'm not like my cocky, arrogant self. Some great YouTubers would say.
The greatest. But you still think we're going to get it. What do you think is going to happen? How do you think that this is going to go down?
I think that at some point they're going to finally settle in on the run game, coaching-wise, not the players, but I think they're going to stop dicking around with a lot of these crossing route pass plays where he's locked into one guy or he's not getting a lot of time to pass, and it's not a quick fix personnel-wise or something. So it's like, okay, quit messing with it. He already is having trouble with his accuracy and his reads, and on top of that, the line's not able to stop a lot of times a 4-man rush, let alone when they disguise these different blitzes. So just scrap it and start power. When we came out the beginning of this half, they said we had 3 of those runs right up the gut. 2 of them went for more than 10 yards. It was like, just start pounding the ball on them. And then if they start crowding the box or whatever, then you can take some shots or start mixing up quick. Like the one play he should have had to, I think it was Lloyd driving across the middle and nobody was covering him. Like those, get your speedy receivers some short passes and let them work in the open field. You know, it's almost like a run play. It's little screens if they're going to keep blitzing off the edge. But tighten the game up, make it more of a power type game, and start imposing your will.
I guess that's probably the reason I'm worried is because they're just sending like our pass is so bad today. Our passing game is just so flaccid that they're sending a lot of rushers to stop the run because they know the run is coming. They're just pinning their ears back and sending numbers. I'm worried we're not going to get this run game going.
I mean, the run game's going when they stick with like that type of a power run. When you've got a fullback to help lead block, and you don't waste time in the backfield with RPOs or the misdirection stuff, and you just get a guy sprinting right up the middle, taking the handoff and going. Like those run plays are working fine. A lot of times you'll get them to over pursuit or run right by when they're blitzing.
Hand off to Fleeks. Fleeks getting out to the edge. Just get a couple.
Like that's
and gets one.
Like, why are you doing that?
And he's stopped at the 9-yard line. So nothing doing again with that quick reacting corner. Chance Rucker.
A guy running 17 yards to pick up one. Like, run it right up the gut. Make him stack the box. Then you can start going wide. Then you can start doing your little pass deals or whatever.
On FS1.
I have diabetes, but
Oh boy, this diabetes commercial is dope. Oh man. Joel, I agree. Zaga agrees with you too. Says, I know our team is better than this. I think we're better than this too. We're having a down performance. MWI said, Gabe's rating on the diabetes chick. Yeah. I don't think I want to give an honest rating.
How about a rating on the guy that looks like a chick with a mustache?
Which one?
The one at the beginning that was working at that.
Maybe they show it again. Didn't get a good look at him. He said, "Don't rate." Yeah, I mean, I know some people in the chat are saying, stay positive, be positive. Like I don't. This is gonna sound crazy, but I don't think that I have any effect on it. Like call me weird, but I don't think that me being down. I would rather just be honest. Than I feel like being positive when you're not positive is dishonest.
Fake.
Yeah. Trust me, I want to be positive. Husker D says that that's why it's frustrating to watch this. Watching the better team lose to a worse team is beyond infuriating. Yeah, it's a real gut punch, isn't it, D? Doesn't feel good when you feel like you're the better team and you just aren't able to get past them. It's like, I don't know, you feel wrong. Maybe we're not the better team. Still time.
I mean, it's just
to find out.
I think it's an overreaction to a really tight, ugly game. Like if this was a Big 10, or I'm sorry, a Big 12 matchup, and it was a tight, close game, you would see, 35 to 38, and be like, whoa, this is a hell of a game, back and forth. Like this is a Big 10 ugly game. It's grindy. Offense is tough to come by for both teams. You're looking at a field goal gap or whatever, and it's like that's just the difference in styles, man. It's just what you get. It's Rule's talking about it. He's like, there's going to be a lot of them. He was talking about for this game. He goes, there's going to be a gritty team that's fighting, the nothing to lose thing or whatever. They've talked about some of the things they did, and they expect to be in these types of games fairly often, especially as they develop and try to get the offense going or whatever, more of an identity. It's just what it is, man. You got to lean into your defense being your strong point and hope that you are in a position to win it at the end.
Yeah, maybe we're able to play. I think our best chance at winning this game, and I hope to God I'm wrong, I hope we get a big play, a big splash play. I think our best chance is playing the field position game and getting a turnover, scoop and score, or an interception or something like that. I just got a feeling it's coming from our defense, if it's coming at all. Shotgun finally back from that long as life commercial. Handoff to Grant, Daddy. Grant bouncing it out, gonna get back in for 3. I'll take it.
Up past the 10 to the 11.
I'll take it.
Aaron Brule again with the tackle, the linebacker.
Yeah, living in Omaha. Gary, have you heard anything about this whole Scott Frost to Iowa offensive coordinator stuff? Or you think that's all just made up?
At some point, the inner
little
game
headline
starts to
thing
take
or
over.
whatever.
You got to battle that. Don't think for a minute that Nebraska's
Over the past year, he was going to go to Alabama. He was going to be a high school coach. He was going to go to some Florida school.
Do they have the courage to throw from this spot on the field?
3rd and 6. He's going to throw. And he's going to get sacked.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have the time. And they gave him a decent amount of time to make a decision. But it's like, you can throw the ball away sometimes, dude.
Second or third play have been positive, and so Sparty has come out.
You don't have to force it to where a safety's hanging out waiting. You don't have to stand there and take a sack. You don't have to.
That's a coverage sack. At least there's no one there. But yeah, I've seen him throw it away.
Knowing all these things, Spencer,
You know, I've seen him throw it away.
That rule, you got to be concerned not only with the poor field position in the last.
Good thing Kent Fair caught that at the 6 or whatever it was, so we could punt out of our own end zone instead of.
We'll just give them a great starting position here. Oh my gosh, dude!
Off the analytics against your team in the fourth quarter.
Good Lord.
That was a 38-yard boot and an 8-yard return.
Phelan Stanford with a wonderful open field tackle, number 37 on that play, special teams, and that's been a strong suit for Nebraska, Tim. Along with the black shirt, those starters on the defensive side of the ball.
Nebraska 38's where they're starting with the ball. Crazy.
Making it plain. Let's see if they can respond.
Well, here's Sam Levitt, your difference maker, Spencer. This is potentially the spot where you want to take the game over.
And now they put Levitt in.
He is a spark.
Hauser's been doing work.
Right? Now you've got
Here comes Levitt back in.
Spread your formation, but by doing that, you're kind of creating an opportunity to run the ball.
Hand off. Uh-oh. Reverse.
Trickeration.
Oh, and baby. Get some, Levitt.
Good, didn't it? And Levitt had it.
He wasn't ready for that.
To him on the reverse,
Oh, Sanford, you spoil me.
You got to be mindful that that's your special out pitch guy right there. Your changeup disappears, Tim, if he's not healthy.
What up, Brady?
Yeah, I like the trickery. I like that.
We're going through it today, man. Woo-hoo, what a hit. What a timely hit.
In slow motion, it didn't look as
Levitt takes the shot, man,
crazy as it did live.
No, it's just the way the ball popped out.
Yeah.
All right, Levitt's still in.
By the Spartans today, they've converted on a couple of them.
Hand off, same thing, but without the end around, double reverse.
Huskers respond.
Not double, but reverse.
Quick, and Sanford made a huge hit here.
Well, here's Sanford again, and I like the fact that they've got flow.
I feel like ever since Rule was more open about wanting the defense to start going for takeaways and things like that, the tackling's gotten just a little sloppier.
Yeah.
Like, it's not instant, like guys making real clean wrap-ups. They're grinding out a few extra yards, just a little bit more missed tackles.
Just get a stop here, please. Please, 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 please. We're going to have a run from the QB, and he's going to get that first on the edge. Dang it, man!
He's so sudden for a smaller quarterback, and he's sitting there talking with Michael Barship yesterday when we were at practice. I said, "What do you?" I said, "Are you familiar with the word
really got
sinewy?"
settled in.
And he says, "Oh," and I said, "Sinewy."
Yep.
He said, "Yeah, sinewy." I said, "You're absolutely right. He's got that. His makeup, his physical body, as there's a Nebraska Cornhusker down on the field. Number 4 has the ability to get upfield and weave through there like a running back."
And Hartzog's hurt.
Hartzog. Tackle down on the field, the sophomore.
Why so specifically a hernia?
Because the way they're checking up here and he's grabbing by his groin. Have you ever had one?
No, thank God.
It's that kind of way that you can win.
Both of mine, man, it felt like something popped more towards my stomach, and then
when
it felt
moderate
like
to severe
water
ulcerative
was running
colitis
down,
takes you off course,
like to my groin. And I like did the same thing like that, the whole like he's doing. But it might not be that. He might have got the win next time or something. I don't know, but that's what made me.
Rushy says, I can't with this team anymore. Give it some time.
Relax.
We
Even
still
if they
got
lose
time.
This game, we still got games to prove.
Yeah, that's true too. I do think we can get another win on this schedule, but all I'm worrying about is just getting one win.
Team has been hot garbage for years, and to like be on the verge of bowl eligible with games left to go in the season is
Okay,
You
I
can't
get
have it
that,
all
but you're
overnight.
on a 3-game win streak. You're going up against a team that's down bad. You're supposed to be on the rise while they're on the decline. It's not a good feeling to lose this game.
For sure, but it happens. Like, you get, and I'm not saying like just be fine. Don't be
It
upset
shouldn't
with
happen,
losses.
though.
Like, I'm
It
getting
shouldn't.
but it does. And if it's not happening every single game other than 2 or 3, like it has the last few years, like, the progress is there. It's still happening. It's a long ways to go, but at least it's something. Like, the whole idea that, like, now we're not that hot garbage team anymore because we rolled off a good October and a nice little run in the Big Ten competition doesn't automatically mean we're going to be competing for championships. So it's like, at some point, where's the ceiling for this year's improvement? You know what I mean? Maybe you're finding that out. Maybe you won't know for a while, but it's like, there's going to be something. If they keep winning, people are going to be like, oh shit, we're going to be in the contention for the West. And then if we get it, they're going to be disappointed if we're getting blown out by whatever East team. And then if we go to, you know what I mean? Like, at some point, you're going to be kind of tapped out on your progress for the season. I'm not saying that that's what this is, but it's like, you're not getting blown out for as bad as both sides are playing.
But that was just
Still
their
in it.
third first down via the run all day. Coming from Levitt. Only 10 total first downs. But this is a moment of truth, really, for them.
We got to hope that this pivot to Levitt bites them in the ass. He causes the turnover, and they shouldn't have gone to him. Otherwise, switching to him is going to, could be what they need. A fast quarterback that can just end the game through the run game with, read options.
5 down, they can send them all.
They're going to throw. They're going to throw deep. Oh, shite.
Newsom.
Mozilla says, I feel like every road game, this team looks like zombies.
So along with cracking the code versus off coverage,
yeah, they're not the same as when they're home. That's for show. That's a for show right
all
on.
Over him and everything.
He got, yeah. Oh, that ain't no catch. That ain't no catch. That ain't no catch. Gary, that ain't a catch. Gary, that ain't no catch. That ain't no catch. That ain't no catch. And we're lucky here that they didn't call
holding or pass
clear pass interference.
Both of them.
Yes. Not a catch. Let's go. God might still love us.
I don't think by the letter of the law. Dean Blandino will help us out.
Rushy said, watch him not overturn it. I can see that too.
Firm control before
it shouldn't. The truth is it was not a
The
catch.
ball is going to touch the ground. It's still loose, and then he's going to gain control.
Even Dean Blandino agrees.
Well, the Dean Blandino said it.
Yeah,
You take that shit to the bank.
See, the hand is on the side.
Zaga said 100% a catch. No.
I'm down on the ground.
The whole football was barely covered up by his hand. It was mostly ground.
Running back, I can tell you, your coach to put the hand on the nose of the ball as a point of contact and control.
It's not just that it hits the ground; it's that it moves.
Do the right thing, you refs. Do the right thing.
Like he has control of the football. The ground is what made it appear, and of course the rollover. He has control.
Well, I'll remind you, it's a subjective call by the replay official, Tom Kissinger, handling the chores. He's a veteran at it. We've seen him.
Ain't no way. Shut up, coach. Shut up.
He really wants this call. He's like, come on, man.
It better not be.
The ruling on the field stands.
Bullshit! And F you, ref, for your dramatic, exciting reveal like a goddamn gender reveal. No, BS. It is not a catch. Zaga, how did that look like a catch?
regardless of what.
Like, I'm always honest, man. I would have absolutely been honest if I thought that looked like a catch. That is BS.
And particularly once you've crossed the plane, extra point is good. Foster's second touchdown reception.
Did he get pass interference? Yes. Did he get held? Yes. It was not a catch, dude. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean it moved. So
it moved. It got
I'm honestly glad.
Placed by the ground. Why? Why would you be glad about that?
Because I don't want I want this team to like.
It was clear, dude. It was clear. There's no question.
Consequences for playing like shit. I don't want some. I don't know.
It wasn't a bailout call, bro. That was not a bailout. That call was going to bail us out, but
that's what I'm saying.
But it was the truth. It was the truth. That's not a catch. He barely was touching the ball and pinned the ball up against the ground, rolled back and got control of it. Not a catch. You're trying to make an
argument that I'm not making. Like I'm not. I agree 1,000% what you're saying. But I'm glad that the touchdown stood in the sense of like I want it to hurt worse for the team playing like shit. Like I want. Like when they played like they did against Michigan halfway through, it's like just beat the piss out, and make them.
Bro,
like
you can learn through a win.
Can you?
Absolutely, you can learn through a win.
They come out here looking like this, so why haven't they?
They did learn. I mean, you can.
Is that why they're playing so well today?
You
because
can't.
Of the last 3 sloppy wins that they got, they learned a lot.
You can't pin it on that.
Dominated a team that's on a 6-game lose streak, like you said.
I definitely think you can learn through a win, especially a scary win where you barely escape with a win. I think you can definitely learn from that because it's like, woo, okay, we got the win, but clearly we were hanging on by a thread there. So what do we need to do to make that not happen? Like, plus it's growth to be able to come back. Like our team, we've talked about this year. They're not built to come back from deficits. They're not built for that. So to get a win like, I mean, I don't know. And I'm not just saying that because I want the win. Like, I really think you can win. You can learn through a win.
Yeah, I agree. You can too, but they've had how many wins of grittier, sloppier type of games or whatever? They kind of pulled away at the end or whatever else. And what do you want to learn? What are you supposed to learn from that?
Anything you'd need to learn. You got to learn through a loss. I mean, you hope that they can go and learn from a loss. Like you're saying, they need to be punished for their poor play.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just gross, man. Somebody in the chat had said that this feels like the Northwestern loss, and it really, like last year's Northwestern loss, and I kind of agree, except for that one was a little more wonky because of that.
That Northwestern game, they were up by 2 possessions. Like
the onside kick,
Go through for a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh boy,
Alan Barnett getting his team motivated after getting that lead. It's maybe is not over. Just kept on going down the line.
Phil Spear said, yes, Sunday practice. Oh, they're having a Sunday practice, win or lose. I'd put him through a Sunday practice even if we win.
Kind of pounded like you do on that table.
Absolutely. When I'm making a point?
Yeah, you're making a point. Point of emphasis.
Harlan was a great DB, super safety. Played for George Perlis, as we mentioned, from 86 to 89, and he is a Spartan through and through. This would be his first win since becoming the interim head coach.
Wow. Well,
they've had a couple of these now.
I mean, that's about as well defended from the corner as you can get, but at least we threw a ball to Malachi Coleman.
Nebraska's attempted what we call a scissors twist. Watch these guys.
This could get ugly right now that we have to throw.
Cross responsibilities.
I don't think you have to throw.
You're down 10 points, man.
Beating pressure on one end,
over 12 minutes
with the catch.
7 of 18, 61 yards.
You're a panicky little guy, aren't you?
I am today. I am.
Everything's got the sky fall.
Ugly QB run, dude. I'm ready for.
Remember when he first came in for Sims and he would just go? And we're like, all right.
Yep.
Now he's dancing around and
looking to minimize how far he gets sacked behind the line of scrimmage. It feels like.
Watch the inside move here. It's a scissors twist. 41 comes around.
Offensive line ain't doing him no damn favors.
He's there. And that assignment vacation, that is moving away from the place you typically are lined up, opens up the door for an opposing player.
That was Derek Harmon, 41.
I bet, Rushy. I don't blame you.
Nebraska's 4 out of 12 on third downs, and they've been behind the chains on third.
Harburg under pressure immediately, gets the pass out and gets some yardage here. You go for it?
That was a tough throw.
Nebraska, but again, they'll have to give it up.
4th and 7, gonna have to punt here.
Right there. Again, they were coming heavy and hard
where they're at
from that middle linebacker position. Tim couldn't avoid the pressure, and so now Sparty has flipped not just this game context script, but the script for the entire season. Although the touchdown was taken away, they've shown that they can score. So now they've got to be feeling a little bit more positive than they would have otherwise.
Bushini will punt it away.
Especially this half, I'm super
Henry back deep.
disappointed with the fact that you still have Kemp returning punts and stuff.
It's going to get a Nebraska
You're giving yourself no opportunity to
nice
get
that time, really,
decent field position in the beginning, because
everybody
all he's going to do is watch it go over his head or wait for fair catch. I get you want to start integrating him back in as he's coming off his injury, but you need field possession, you need yards, and you're getting down to where you need it relatively quick. And you're always starting off basically wherever the ball is when they kick it.
Yeah.
Either kick it off or punt it.
Utah State, San Diego State, and at 10:30, it's 19th ranked UCLA versus Arizona. Big game there for the Bruins.
And they got a block on that punt. He touched it.
On that particular block,
Yeah, I mean, between him falling, them getting pressure on the touchdown, it's like the special teams isn't even playing well today. I mean,
That might have been his best punt of the game if it didn't get hit. It actually still went decently far, even getting touched.
And again, quality field position for Michigan State.
And we got Hauser back in the game.
Really, the entire second half.
Handoff. Finally get a stop in the backfield, maybe 5, 6, 7 yards behind the line of squim.
Nick Henrich with the stop.
Defense going to have to get a 3 and out. Even better would be a fumble. Got to strip that ball. I mean, we're getting desperate here.
How you need to set the edge and not allow anyone around you. And when you can get those edge rushers going up, Ty Robinson on one end, MJ Sherman on the opposite end, getting upfield, all of a sudden those linebackers can get in there and make havoc.
Second down and 14. This is a Michigan State team without one of their outstanding backs. Berger out for the year. Getting it done with some backups today.
Oh, we got it, baby! Let's go! Thank you! God, no. Are you serious? I thought he caught it.
Yeah. The ball was tipped, it appeared.
Caught it for a second, but came out when it hit the ground.
Oh, good job, Buddha, though. Who got this tip? Hut?
Tight quarters in there when this pass was thrown. Nope, it's Hutmaker.
No, he had it. Bayer had it.
Watch him on tape. Undefeated wrestler, Spencer. 166 and 0.
That was it, bro.
Some of the nastiest players I know, man. It's tough.
3rd and 14, back to throw. Under pressure, flushed out. Oh, what a freaking tackle by Tommy. Hell! Finally goes down. Good job by Tommy.
Now that's playing like it really matters to you on your senior day. Senior out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, again, you get tackled high. And I don't know if it's instinctive or what, Tim, but this guy right here, not only can he make special plays as a receiver, he can throw, he can do a lot of different things, so athletic, but he also is tough and physical. It's a rare combination of talents that you
Let's take
find
the
at that skill
defensive
position.
momentum
Physical,
and
mental toughness. and
transfer it to
athletic
the
natural
offense.
Well, those tackles for losses help as
Gabe,
Nebraska
relax and not
gets the
think that the
stop.
world's
But
coming
once
to an
again,
end
they're gonna
because
be
you're
backed
trailing
up
Michigan State
after
by
this
10
punt from Ryan Epley.
with
Billy
3
Kemp
games
is that
left to go in the season.
severely
4
hampered.
games.
Returner can't return. And fair catch again.
Fair catch at the 6.
Again, thank you, Kemp.
Well, what did you want him to let it go?
Yeah, what's the difference if you have the ball at the 1 or the 6?
Yeah.
Like, you at least give it a chance to go in the end zone. He did the same thing the last drive. Like, this is what I'm talking about. He's not going to return it, so put a guy in there that will return it. If it comes down to, like, I don't understand why anybody's trying to field any kicks, fair catch or not, inside, like the 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Once it gets that deep, let it bounce. If not, you're deep. You're pinned back either way. Don't help them.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll get brought up in the post-game press conference.
It just doesn't make any sense, man. You're going to put a guy out there that clearly has handcuffs on. You're like, dude, this is all you're going to do.
Yeah.
And then it's like, also help them out by downing it inside our own 10 every chance you get it.
Yeah, getting it at the 25 would really, like, we need every inch of help we can get on offense. It is dumb, Husker D. That is dumb. It's like, all right, dude, if you can tell it's going to be deep and you're going to have to fair catch it, just olay that bitch, man. Like,
yeah, man, it's like the old deal. You put your heels on the 9 or whatever it is. Different coaches have different deals. And you catch anything that comes to you or forward. Anything behind you, let it go. Do the fake wave and fair catch and let it bounce and go in so they pull up. Chip somebody that's the first guy down so that they're not able to get it right as it hits. Like, super basic stuff. I don't understand why. It's like they're telling him to do it. You know what I mean? He keeps doing it, and you don't see him, like, doesn't seem like the coaches are in his ear like, hey, how about you quit helping them pin us inside the 10 every time?
Yeah, Gavin, basketball's about to start for Nebraska ball. I was thinking it would be fun to cover some Nebraska ball just to see if there's any reason to, you know. I don't even know if people want Nebraska ball videos. $5 dono. Can I get an anniversary shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Fivehead? Great show, guys. The 6th win will come. Stay up. Happy anniversary, Miss Fivehead.
To the Fiveheads.
Thank you for the dono. And an apt $5 from the Fiveheads.
His dad, Sean, and that family.
Shotgun.
We saw Brock's coming up.
Back to throw. Under pressure. What a pass! Oh, baby! Oh, my God. If Malachi could have gotten away with missing that guy behind him, oh, my God, he was gone because he's so fast. That was a beautiful play. That was one of my favorite plays of the whole season.
And again, that was Cal Holiday, the wheel line.
Coleman for 30 yards.
Hubbard ID'd it immediately.
Yeah,
took advantage of it.
He was 8 of 19 for 61 before that pass. Think about that. 30 yards on one play.
Oh, Emmett going to get 5-6 yards off of that pass. Let's go.
42-yard line. Jordan Hall wraps him up.
I'd like to see a little
Still
more
plenty
urgency.
of time, but you got to get something achieved on the
You're down
scoreboard
2
on
possessions.
this
Not
drive.
wrong.
They're up there.
Neither team built to score quickly. So much on the line for Nebraska.
And don't think these coaches don't understand
like
where they're handcuffed.
8:08 or something when the play ended.
Handoff, and we're going to get 2 yards. What do you think of that? I mean, we're in 4-down territory, right?
Yeah, I can't say enough about the way these outside linebackers.
But they are not worried about the clock. I don't understand what they're doing.
Today. 3rd down, we'll call it a long one.
So remember that Marcus
They're gonna have 2
Satterfield
plays in the
places a
span of a
premium on
minute.
execution. He wants to huddle up, take as much time as possible to make sure they get everything nailed down in terms of what they want to do as far as execution is concerned. Not worried about going speed.
Yeah. 4 of 9 on third down.
See what I'm saying? They ran 1 play.
Overall, but 0
Yeah.
for 4 in the second half on third down.
Yeah, I think he got that.
Down to the 47-yard line.
I'd be running that with Grant if we need 1 yard, but that's just me.
He had 193 yards and a touchdown.
Tim, I make that statement because now it's not just a one-possession game. You got to.
Guys, what are we doing with the
how much
clock?
time do I need to score and then score again?
Yeah.
It moves beyond just saying, okay, this is our
They've
game
ran
plan. This
3
is what we're
plays
trying to
since
do. I
8:07.
get why you don't go fast, but at some time you sacrifice that patience.
They're not built for
to
this,
just
man.
time. You got to score.
They're not built to hurry up and line up.
Not really.
All right, that's a first for me.
You don't think?
I don't think that collegiate athletes
Deep pass.
get to the line quicker.
That's a pass interference.
Yeah,
Throw the flag. I am sick to my stomach, bro.
In the secondary.
Are these refs on FanDuel right now?
He's upset. He is upset.
And I'd be upset too. The way you've adjudicated the game to this point. If this is not pass interference,
That's insane.
He wasn't going for the ball because the ball was behind him. He jumps into him and then looks back and oh shit, the ball's way over there. Look at that.
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind, bro.
We feel your pain, Mac. We do on that one. We don't care who wins at all. 2nd and 10.
Great play call and setup. Everything worked.
Harburg's pass.
Oh, there it is. That's what I was saying. Or is this about to get ugly because we're, gonna start
He
throwing?
was wide open and just airmailed him.
Oh, yep, right over the top of him. Okay, so now that we're gonna lose,
Yeah.
I'd like to see Purdy next drive. Is that fair?
quarterback that's oriented toward the run.
You don't get Harburg hurt, and you get a little looksy at Purdy, which you have yet to get.
What does that do for Purdy or the team? Like, I get it, and yeah, I'm fine.
What do you mean, what does it do? It just gets
You're putting the dude in a lose-lose situation, and it's either going to be...
It's just to see what he can do.
But what can you do when you're down 2 scores, maybe end up being 3 scores by the time you get back on there? Like, if you're just doing it to, like, kind of punish Harburg or to, like you said, not get him hurt, run the clock out, do whatever.
There's no point in putting Harburg back in this game.
Well, it doesn't matter who you put in.
Exactly. But it's not, I don't want it to be Sims. I don't want to look at Sims. I want to look at Purdy.
Yeah,
I want to pop the hood.
I'm just saying that I don't think you get a lot to take away from
it. Malice doesn't matter.
Take away from him evaluation-wise, I mean, because you're not in a regular game situation. You know what I'm saying? It's like...
But it is a game situation. It's more than practice.
If Nebraska's up 3 scores and they're just going to run the clock out like last week, and you put him in and just have him hand the ball off, it's like, all right, we're going to do this so we get some bucks.
That was dangerous.
If Tommy could have got his head around, bro.
Not so sure why they would call that.
That pass was a duck.
I'm shocked that at this stage they're not keeping it on the ground.
It may not have been the greatest call, but I'll tell you, it was a low threat call. Here's why it was a low.
Looks like D'Antonio's wondering the same thing.
Yeah, well, he would have never called that play. But the fact that you were on the sideline, Tim, and it was an over-the-shoulder throw, the line sideline is there. So if the ball goes anywhere, it's going to careen out of bounds. So I don't like
Makes these next few games really interesting, man. It's like, where's the win going to come from? It's got to get one more. Shotgun, throw, under pressure, going to run. Gonna get hit. That's gonna... No, he does not look to have the first down. What are you talking about?
Wasn't even close.
So it's 4th down.
If I'm Michigan State, bro, I'd go for it.
There's no time to be doing...
Put the Huskers out of their misery. They're gonna kick.
Well, you know what?
Nebraska's snapping... I'm sorry, Michigan State is snapping the ball quicker than Nebraska did the last drive.
Right?
Way, no disrespect
they're going to need to
Dan.
score twice, Tim.
Yeah, they got to score twice.
They got to score twice.
Yep.
So
No reason to give him a short field.
Yeah. Why don't you go way back there, Kemp, and call
go stand at the 1 and let it bounce to you, and then
analytics, 4th down, go for it, dude. Punt by Eckley.
Almost got to that one.
Low trajectory and
he might have
not his
tipped
best.
it, or he shanked it.
Kind of got that one on the instep, it appeared. They almost got to this punt. I mean, very nearly. They had the block on.
Yeah, Norman, this was supposed to be the easiest win left on our schedule, right? Like, it doesn't get easier technically than this, unless being at home for one of them games is enough to push us over the edge. Because we play like a damn skeleton crew when we're out there on the road. What are you thinking, man? Still confident? Still your cocky, arrogant self?
No. Or like in the game or in the season?
This game. Obviously, you're not. Rough, bro. Absolutely rough. We got a distant cousin from your boy Danny Woodhead. Joel says he believes we'll get the 6th win. I tend to agree. Like, I'm of the belief that we're going to get a 6th win. I just thought it was definitely going to be this game. And
could have known when Nebraska was only favored by 3 that there was some.
Yeah.
I mean,
when you told me that,
I don't know if you said that on rec.
You did.
Video, but I know you and I talked about it.
You told me
was
that.
Was it on video?
You told me that, and that made me think, oh, boy. Like, because you're right. You said, you know, they usually have some sort of a line on what's going to happen. Like
not calling blatant pass interference that are big plays.
And
not caught balls. Touchdowns the other way. It's weird.
God, I mean, dang it, dude.
No excuses for Nebraska. They're playing like dog shit. I'm not.
I know. They on top of it, they played right into it for sure.
Look at those lines before games. I think like that.
Wow. Y'all heard it here first. Vegas gets what Vegas wants.
I wonder how much Sundo's saying that right now.
Right? Man.
Sun's got it back to 10.
Yeah, when I looked, it was 8.
Oh, really? I saw earlier.
I think Booker didn't play today.
You've seen that stat on Nebraska's offense in the second half.
Yeah, but if you're Sparty,
Harburg still in the game. Terrific. Yep. Throws it over the middle. Nice catch there from Bullock. Maybe we hurry up. I don't know.
Twice, and they got to be a little more dynamic on first down, and that's an 18-yard pickup.
Harburg throws out to the sideline. No good.
Incomplete.
Tim, they just don't have the receivers that can get open, even against man coverage. I mean, Sparty's playing them straight up man coverage. So if there is a home run hit, it's going to be for big yardage. But they don't have the receivers that can get open against this team.
Their tight end really is their most dynamic receiver in terms of route running, getting open, and when Harburg has looked good,
you're going to have to spread him out or either move him.
Yeah.
24 is going to be on the hash. You got to move them or detach them so that they can get in motion and get the matchup that you want.
That's Fedoni.
Harburg looking to throw deep. Gonna have to run. Go. Just run. Who cares? Oh, my God. Oh, baby. If he could have stayed up, man. Oh, I'm shocked he got that far.
Dude, I swear, I was just going to say, the quarterback run not really being anything today has hurt every area of the offense.
Hand off to Emmett. Emmett goes down and then gets up. No knee down.
I say his knee must not have hit.
Woo! Woo!
I told you we were going to win this game.
Well, let's relax. And do you think we have to go for an onside? Not really, right?
No, we got all 3 timeouts.
Oh my gosh.
The clock will stop on what you call it's coming up here. First down.
So there's an inside zone read, right? So let's stay in the present time here. Nice job of, first of all, Harbaugh getting them down there. Player falls down and regains his balance. And it's Jordan Hall.
Great run by Emmett.
Gun sights. The right attack angle is there's a down.
Hey, Alvano, I don't want to put any pressure on you, bruh. But it is kind of a big,
take a look at their edge rusher down there. Zion
a big deal.
Down there, number 9. Sparty had a chance to go for it on 4th and 1, needing 2 scores at the time if you're Nebraska. That fertility graphic we just showed a moment ago of what Nebraska has done in the second half is the momentum and the rationale for why you take a shot. What does Harlan
He said we're 0-1 this week.
Yes.
Going forward on 4th
Oh, you're
and
right.
1.
They're 2-6. Yeah.
Zaga says, lot of ball left, you negative Nancy's.
Well, that's that old saying, Spencer. Games are lost more than they are won, right? Here's the run that really got to me. Seemed to me, Michigan
I am a
State
negative Nancy today.
was stunned and did not pursue Harburg.
Is it possible that Harburg's one of those
they were
dudes
late to pursue and took some bad
that
angles?
falls into?
He's a fast quarterback too.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, they're dialing up a lot of pass plays. I'm a passer now, and just completely doesn't even think to run or doesn't try to run, or when the opportunity's there, take it. And then when they are design running for him and not doing a lot of pass plays, you know what I mean? I feel
I've
like
seen
he's
it happen
two
before.
Different guys. Because it's like you could live with his
good,
very inconsistent and not very good throwing because he was so good at running and his decision making RPOs was so good. But it's like the more they pass or started to implement the pass over the last few weeks, his running's really gone down. Decision making has gotten worse. And RPO game.
Living in Omaha says, do you onside kick? I say no, man. You got over 3 minutes left. And you got all your timeouts.
And you hope that like this has the defense did good last drive, so they should have some confidence going. This
and some momentum. The momentum is now on the Husker side. Yeah,
you know your defense is capable. That's the thing. Why, like, when I was asking you, do you mean this game of the season? Because it doesn't make sense to me to take as piss poor as they're playing today and go, well, this is what we're going to get the rest of the year. We've seen them play better. You know it's capable. I was like, are you just having a bad game? Is something they're going to do what they can to find the issues and fix them or do whatever. So it's like I'm not panicking on the season or whatever. It's just maybe during the game at this point, you've heard Will talk about it a lot. Like, I want to see what you're made of when you're down 14 in the fourth quarter type deal. Well, now you're down 10. And like, is that the momentum shift? Like, can they refocus and make their adjustments to whatever? They're setting up for an onside.
MWI says, Gary, I'm nervous. Hold us all.
What did he say?
He said, hold him. He's nervous.
I wish I could. Every one of you.
Out there to give him a look.
Snaky YT says, dear God, let us win. He says he'd rather lose to Iowa.
288 for Michigan State. So you see the ranking of these one-possession games. What's happened, of course,
Living in Omaha says, Jamal Harlord.
Head coach was very difficult with those one-score losses. Michigan State not much better this year.
Heinrich Lord.
And now Nathan Carter, who is really the go-to running
What a
back
dope
there.
last name, Lord.
One would suspect they'll get a steady diet at number 5.
Shotgun, looking like they're going to run. Uh-oh, play action. Uh-oh, deep throw. Uh-oh.
Turn around.
If they call a flag.
Yeah, he tripped over his legs.
I was going to say, bro.
A home run pitch is what they had in mind, both Tommy Hill and Phelan Sanford.
Oh, I'm actually nauseous after that last throw. NGL.
Money runs, I can tell you that. So let's say if you're Harlan Barnett, you've loosened them up a little bit, right? So you've got them in a situation where Jay Johnson says, I want to pull them off the line of scrimmage, and they are. They're in a covered
Shotgun again. Looks like they've just flipped the formation.
So they're defending the run. The numbers say stop the run.
Hand off, up gut, going down nice and quick.
That's a good tackle by Husker.
You call timeout or nah?
Makes the stop.
No, not yet.
touched on him.
You save it? Okay.
Save them for your offense if you can. You know, if you can hold them off here and get a punt, obviously the clock's going to stop.
Right side there, his hand on his head.
You're not going to stop it every time, and you don't want to.
Interesting call on that first down.
You don't want to limit yourself on offense to where everything has to be a sideline.
Nothing on that second play, a run. Here's another big run.
I taught you that though.
He said he thinks about his quarterback all the time.
Him
goes
run
to sleep thinking about how
because if
he
they
can
go
best
like more of a
protect his
prevent
quarterbacks.
style or something where they got
Shotgun.
you can run under. You're going to want to.
3rd and 8. Throw over the middle. He's short, baby. Short throw.
Did he get tipped?
I don't think so. I think it was just such a wild, like such a
They used the timeout.
outside of the radius, catch radius pass that he went down as soon as he caught it because it was all he could do to catch it. Let's go, baby. I'm going to take a run to the little girls' room and take a spritz. I'll be right back.
I'll read the chat because I feel like we're going to go to a 45-minute commercial after this punt.
We'll say this now. Nebraska's not tooled up to take advantage of this situation in the throw game. So you don't
The last thing we
risk.
need
You can
is
play man coverage
him
like you have all day and
downing
have
or
great
fair
success,
catching a ball
and
inside the
responsible
10.
for those series of punts we just showed on
If
the
it lands
graphic.
there, it takes a good bounce
Sparty's
for
still
them.
in a good
It is what
situation.
it
If you're
is,
Nebraska, you're concerned about
let
your
that roll
quarterback
out.
being able to throw the ball, which is what he's got to do in this next 2 minutes and 43 seconds.
So with no return,
Making sure there are 11 guys
should
out
be
there. Head coach's job is never done.
35-ish with 2
4th down and
timeouts.
4.
Oh, they got somebody to return. Is that Brett's? Should be Brett's?
Ethan Nation is back deep. I want to return this one. Let's see if he has a chance.
It's Nation.
He's got a lead guy. Here we go. Is it Nation?
Yeah.
50-yard boot.
I heard him say it.
Return, and
Oh,
there's
I can't hear
Tyrell
mine.
Henry. A kick return.
At least
So-
he tried.
I have to say something here.
Sure he gets the stop.
I have to admit that I'm a bozo real quick. Not 10 minutes ago, I was calling for us to put in Purdy because I thought the game was over, and it's not. So I'm a bozo, and I'm glad to be a bozo.
That with 2 losses in the league that you can contend for the Big Ten.
I mean, there's
Western
still a
Division
real
title and get to
chance of
Indy.
losing,
It all
right?
comes
But it's
down to
like,
this.
that's what I'm talking
What
about
you
with the
say last night, the
overreacting.
earliest they've been in a
knee-jerk
position to
stuff
play
like
football
that. Yeah, it
is
sucks, and they don't
this
look
early in
good.
November.
Oh, man, good defense by Tatum. Try to relax there, Tatum. Try to relax. It's not like you got a pick 6.
They've not been to a bowl game since 2016. I think most people around the country.
Dude,
when
I'd
they
go
looked
in
up
this
and saw the
spread
record
out
for Nebraska, were
deal.
shocked.
Let them
They're
all
5-3,
go deep and then let Harvard run underneath it.
Only have 2 losses.
You just got to
to
get
win
in
the
field goal
West.
range, man. He can make some
I just
big
think what jumped out to me
gouge
was
runs
trying to
here.
get
Yeah, but I taught you that.
You taught me everything.
Exactly. Shotgun. 4 wide for the Huskers. Johnson in the backfield.
Yep, he's cutting down his splits. He's trying to
Gonna hand her off to Johnson, who gets 2, maybe
I
3.
don't understand why you
On
don't
second
let it
down, I realize,
space out
Spencer,
and
that
run,
it's
dude.
4
You're
down
not.
territory from this point forward. But that was an interesting decision.
Mozilla said, I smell an interception coming.
You guys take your time
Well,
lining
listen,
up.
there's something
Please
to be
don't
said
rush
for knowing
on
your personnel,
account
but
of the
man,
clock's ticking.
When you're in these situations,
And you're
you know
down
what you
3.
got to do. You got to break.
I feel like we have enough time, and it's 4 down territory that we could be okay here.
Yeah, but if you're already content with the field goal,
Shall see.
should be trying to.
Uh-oh! Oh, no.
You were saying something about Chuba?
No, but I was still wrong.
Millersburg, Pennsylvania.
But I mean, maybe Chuba wouldn't have done that, but I don't think Chuba would have broke that big run, you know? Like, that hurts. That hurts.
This is the reason why. When it happens in those critical moments, that ball needs to be high and tight.
Damn.
Quarterback doesn't have it grasped this breast place, and it comes out. And Holiday is right there, the wheel linebacker, all 230 pounds, Ritzer Jr.
That hurt, bro.
And the defensive end,
It is
Jalen
sucks that
Thompson,
Sims
55,
has turnover issues,
stripped
man.
him. Got that
Yeah.
ball on the ground where it could be recovered by the
Wow.
Spartans. And,
What a way, bro.
just a hard luck feeling, I'm sure, for Harburg. But now Michigan State can get
I
into
mean, you
victory
really do have to
formation.
look at what you've got here, because now you're. This is Harburg's Minnesota game.
Seniors that have been through
Yeah.
so much
Interception
since
down the stretch when you have a
and for
chance to
Harlan
close the
Barnett,
gap. a fumble when you have a chance to drive, try to get in the field goal range. Like, you could argue there's a lot more issues than just him, and you could argue he's single-handedly cost this game.
This is a concentration timeout with his
just by
guys,
his
right?
turnovers and errant passes.
Yeah, I think there is. I think you're right, man. I think you're right. Now, with 2 timeouts, is there any reason to think we're going to see the ball again with enough time to do anything?
Not without a fumble. I don't think you see them pass unless it's a 3rd down scenario.
Yeah, because I guess if they were just
be ideal.
If
They're
they were
gonna keep running it to make us burn those timeouts, and if they get a 1st down, it's over.
Michigan State called a timeout, everybody, because they want to just kind of let everybody know.
4 big ones this
Yeah.
afternoon.
I mean, if you told me I can get 4 plays of 23.5 yards, explosives technically from one guy, I'd love it.
I mean, you've got to go man-to-man, maybe a cover 1, and just sell out on the
Security's
run.
never been more important for Michigan State. Brown tries to cut it back, runs right into, among others, Hutmaker, and a timeout taken by Nebraska. They got 1 left.
Yeah, he was going to pass this, Timmy. I mean, I'm almost sure of it. I was sitting there thinking his head up. He's looking.
Which blows my mind.
He's done it. He's done it already tonight.
He has.
What if they had thrown a touchdown pass with Alante Brown to ice it? That would have been. That would have really hurt.
Why is the clock? Oh, they put a second back on. I just saw it
Got
tick.
him in position for their first score.
It would have been ill-advised for him to throw it. Even if the only way you throw it is if there's a guy just wide open in the back there. Because otherwise it stops the clock and you just give Nebraska inexplicably another opportunity.
Well, meanwhile, as you and I are closing this one down, our friends Gus Johnson and Joel Klatt are having quite an affair. Kansas State has roared back to tie that game with Texas at 27. Talk about a game that its impact could echo throughout the remainder of the year. Carnage, Spencer, carnage in November in college football. 2nd and 11.
Shotgun keeper.
And Hauser takes a seat. And another quick timeout taken.
Well, what do you think? It was a good keeper.
Yeah, it's not the worst scenario. I mean, the yards don't matter.
Yeah, they stopped him.
The yards matter for a 1st down, but I mean, as long as he doesn't get a 1st down, you're able to stop the clock, right?
I want to work on that slide. Ooh, I don't like. Oh man! Tell you, I really enjoyed our conversation.
Great guy
with Harlan Barnett. It's just so meaningful to him. If this is all there is for him in his position as interim head coach, he will hang on to this memory for a long, long time. 36 years of age when he finally became a coach, and he got involved tentatively.
Not gonna lie, that Michigan State sweater is kind of clean. I wish the Huskers had one like that with a American flag patch and stuff.
Long before it became a reality.
The great takeaway for him, Tim, is he understood his gifts or what make room for him. And even at 36, he discovered that.
Almost just went off sides. Almost a little bit of encroachment.
I actually like the arc of his experience.
Me too.
Oh boy, come on, get him down as fast as you can. There we go. Minute 30. They're gonna kick a field goal, right?
Probably, but they're gonna run this down to
inside under 50 seconds.
Yeah, say about
46.
Probably call a timeout.
46, 47 seconds.
We hope, and I'm sure everyone out there hopes the best for him. He's committed himself to this program, but
field goal block, return for a TD, high five on the way to the end zone.
No doubt seen some of the names.
What do you think?
High five.
Job. Dickered at Washington State, Jonathan
in
Smith,
back-to-back weeks.
Oregon State, two coaches that could be without conferences as the 2 remaining coaches in what was the Pac-12 that now is the Pac-2.
48 seconds, more than I thought.
But regardless, Spencer, no matter who gets this job, whether it's
you put Chuba in, or do you put Harburg back in there?
That's got a high profile.
I think you're asking a lot of Chuba for not.
Oh, you'd be putting Chuba in the worst position, bro. But Harburg has been.
Turn the ball over.
Well, he might turn it over because they know we're passing the ball.
Right.
I think the likelihood of an interception is
better at passing than Harburg.
The likelihood of our next possession ending in an interception is through the Riznoof. Don't you think?
Yeah. But what's going to happen is they're going to sell out to stop the pass, and you'll probably
please miss, please miss.
One or two big runs because
a miss! Let's go! Still alive! Back in the game, baby! Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
And as good as Kim has been, and he's been outstanding, hit a 51-yarder earlier. He wanted that ball to draw. And, oh boy, it just stayed straight.
So, Timmy, you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, I'd say there's a chance.
Let's go.
Harburg, make a play.
Come on, Matt. Be legendary.
To tie this game up.
He's trying. The players are like, nope.
Yeah, Miles, you're right. Nebraska would be winning if it weren't for that bogus TD. Harburg over the middle. Hits Coleman. That's a first down. That should stop the clock, right? Why is the clock running?
I thought inside of 2 minutes they were still doing the clock.
Dude, what the hell?
You got to spike it. You don't have time to do all this.
Going for another throw. It's going to have to be deep, bruv. Incomplete here.
Hayden Doss, number 85. Well, we got a marker down late.
Well, that was late. I'm not sure.
Wow.
Late flag.
The ire of the fans as well as the Michigan State sideline.
How could we job Nebraska on this so we can get paid by FanDuel? Yeah, I think we just go ahead and call whatever. We got Michigan State's fans on our side. Okay. Color me bozo.
Take a look at this from
again.
Well, let's see. They're in a single high look, but here's the slot receiver, Tim. The guy over him is squatted, the bump and the fade and the miss of the attempt.
Finally, they want to give us that call this late in the damn game.
How much
range there, but there certainly was an attempt.
Like, I mean, he could hit 50, right? Hit 49 the other day.
And you see Alvano, he would
room.
nothing better
So,
than to have a shot.
What do you got to get to here for 45-ish? That'd be a long 50. So, you got to get safety back over the top. You have to at least get inside the 40
this afternoon. No timeouts.
But you got no timeouts, so you need to start going up the end zone or the.
Oh no! That's it. That's not incomplete. That's not incomplete.
They're too slow, and
he threw the ball and it got deflected.
I think it hit his hand before he could go forward. It hit his arm.
Great work by Barrow.
Oh my God, Emmett Johnson just got ragdolled.
I'm winding down. Michigan State.
So much wrong. The time management or clock management from inside of 10 minutes in this quarter was worse than even Frost ever did.
I don't know, Spencer. I thought that ball batted down.
If it did, there would be a couple of seconds left on the clock.
Yeah. That was interesting to me. Take a look at this. At first glance, I thought the ball was.
He's moving forward, bro.
Yeah,
it's a fucking pass, and they don't stop the clock. And they didn't stop the clock for us on that first down either, bro. Like, this was a
even faster as a result.
If they don't rule it a fumble,
it would have been incomplete pass, which is what I felt in the clock.
This felt. All right. First off, let me preempt this by saying we played terrible and deserved to lose by the way that we played and turned the ball over. But on top of that, I felt like there was some fishy refereeing going on. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I agree 100%. You're not going to. You can't put yourself in position, or you have to control the things you can control so that hopefully you can overcome the shit you can't control type of a deal. But when you play this bad, only lose by 3, and have a basically a jobbing by the refs. It's like, that's what you get, man. You play better. You don't turn the ball over as much. You win the game. You don't manage the clock so poorly in the fourth quarter. You have a really good chance of at least forcing overtime. You execute on defense even marginally better, you probably win the game. Like, there's so many things that aren't big things that you could have changed that would have given you a better chance or given you a win, and you do all of those things wrong. Then you add in the referee deal, the calls and things like that, and it's like you don't have a shot. You know what I mean? You got to. This is what we got used to seeing, especially with Frost, why we lost so many close games.
Where does the blame go, do you think? Who's the biggest
There's a lot to go
blame?
around, but your biggest factor is Harburg's turnovers. And not just the turnovers, like that's the backbreaker, but the inaccuracy on so many of the throws is just, his first interception that basically ended up being a punt. It's like, okay, you can say that was third and long, or, third down scenario. You're probably going to punt anyways. So whatever, but that just happens to be the situation, right? There's the glaring issue is still that he's not accurate and turns the ball over a lot when he throws. But then you get down the crunch time in the stretch, you got back-to-back possessions of an interception and then a fumble. It's exactly what Sims did in that Minnesota game. So, I mean, if Nebraska had a legit quarterback, I think day and night look different. I think the offensive line looks better. You're able to utilize a lot of the weapons you have at receiver and the speed. It opens up the run game more. Your defense is more than capable. It doesn't. They're not so overwhelmed with constantly having to be the backbone of the team. But I mean, for what we have at quarterbacks, what do you do? You know what I mean? You either have to have an amazing offensive line that you can keep running, or you have to have a dynamic running back that's really tough to bring down, or you got to find something on offense. But when your quarterback really is only a weapon using his legs and teams are focused and dialed in on that, and he's a liability when it comes to passing, you don't have a very good offensive line. You can't get the ball to your weapons. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to do with that.
Man. I'm just speechless, bro. I'm speechless. That was a very painful game. I mean, you said it in the preview. Like, we can absolutely lose this game. Like, the Huskers can beat themselves. And there was somebody in the comments, I think like the first comment on the preview was the Huskers, only the Huskers can beat themselves this week. And they did. They beat themselves, and when they tried to get up off the mat, the referee came over and gave him a shot to the jaw to keep him unconscious. So, are you questioning who plays quarterback for the rest of the season at all, or are you still set with Harburg? Because I feel like it has to be Harburg.
I feel like at this point it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. If Purdy can throw better than them, which I think he can, I don't know. I know a lot of people disagree with that. Then maybe you give him a look, but I feel like with Purdy, yes, he can run the ball. He can't run like Sims or Harburg. So you know what I mean? It's like, which one is more important for that? But
he's more
Harburg
of like a
Sims,
Jay Cutler runner.
You've got two turnover machines.
Yeah.
So it's like, whatever. You know what I mean? It's 6 one way, half a dozen the other type of deal. But I don't know. I feel like Harburg has just gotten to a point where he's trying to be a quarterback or a player that he's not. When he first came in, he's really good at protecting the ball. The decision making was better. Just, he was more careful with his throws. I don't mean careful like not so carefree or like air this one out or I'm squeezing this in here, that's just gradually kept going, like he's trying to play outside of himself or be this super dual threat quarterback that he's just not.
Well, we've got a few more chances to get this one win that we need. As far as I'm concerned, man, we're already, even at 5-4, much better than I thought we would. I'm happy with the season. Honest to God, like even if we completely can't, we completely fail in the bowl quest, I still think that this season was a smashing success, man.
Yeah, I think it already has been, and I think it's starting to form to where you can see that the biggest thing now, the biggest issue is quarterback. Like, I don't think, if you put even just a above average, I'm saying like a good quarterback, like it doesn't have to be a Heisman candidate, but somebody who's between that level and average. I think this team looks incredibly different. Like but before it was like, man, our offensive line sucks. You don't know what you're getting from week to week by each running back. The defense is trash. Once you got a couple good guys on the team or good players on that side of the ball, but overall they're not that good. Or this team, running quarterback's going to gouge us, or run heavy team will end up getting 300. Like, I feel like almost all that stuff is gone. The offensive line is still obviously probably the worst. Oh, it's the worst. I don't know, but it's not great, right? But I think it's better than it's been in years. Your defense has been outstanding throughout the season. You've got speed and weapons and skill positions. It's just the quarterback, man. It's the inconsistency and the lack of ball protection that you get from the quarterbacks, whether they're running or passing, is, I don't care how good you are, you can't do that. If Georgia had a quarterback that turned the ball over as much as Sims or Harburg, they wouldn't be undefeated.
Right.
You just can't overcome that many turnovers when you're playing. I don't care how good or bad the teams are. It's just an issue you're going to have.
Strong words from a strong man. Thank you guys for hanging out. We got to get to recording a post-game video. I don't know what that needs to be on, but we're going to figure that out. So be looking out for that. We'll, make sure you guys have that bell.
How's this
rang.
for a title?
Yeah.
Harburg Heisman candidate? Question mark?
That'll be it. So be ready for that Harburg Heisman video coming out soon. Thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry this was such a painful game to watch. We'll get back after it next week. We'll have a preview for the next game coming out soon. Be looking out for that. Thank you guys for hanging out. Go Big Red.